did it!
Hello, Internet, we're back.
Hello, Angel.
Hello, wife, lovely wife. Right, so where last we left off, yeah, it's much. I had plans to kill you. I made you in your sleep.
This is our 5th character.
Tavern. I've got sick tavern beats on the go here. If you're going to put them on, I'll put Twitch up so I can keep an eye on charts.
No, I don't mind.
Well, I've already got rid of mine now. You're going on about your sick
Fight to see who's worthy of tavern beats.
Yeah, exactly.
Too late now.
There you go.
You've been sacrificed to the sound gods. Right, keep an eye on chart. There we go.
Unfortunately, die. The character beats will
I
make
think
dice.
that threat has no meaning because I make that threat all the time anyway.
Yes,
The party dice. Instead.
but now he doesn't know which one to bring.
Yeah, that's true. It's always nerve-wracking and it never is. It's Schrodinger's threat. I simultaneously will and won't kill you.
Last time. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z. You travelled your way through the forests from that village that you'd recently helped attain peace with the druids, the thicket of the ancients, and made your way towards the town of Woodwind, an interesting city that is half inside a mountain. Like a fucking chain chomp.
You die.
And had done some resting and recuperating at the the Leafy Flagon? And gone about your business, done a bit of shopping, done a bit of drinking and dwarven throat singing to varying degrees of success.
Hand spoon.
Yeah, and some excellent spoon soundboarding. Yeah, bar spoon made successfully.
There we go.
Cannon, ship it.
But I just had this as a washboard from somewhere.
Soulmate.
But yes, so where we left off, you were in the Lael had been investigating some of the magic shops and peering around at some of the more interesting magical items after finding a very, very showy, very flashy store. But yeah, so.
Did you find Batman's cloak or something?
Cloak of the Bat, which gives you, in dim and dark light, gives you a fly speed if you hold the ends of it. You can once a day turn into a bat again, so long as you're in dim or dark light, and it does give you advantage on stealth checks. It's a pretty dope cloak.
Vampire.
Yeah. My sorcerer has one, but it's a cloak of the Raven. We retrofitted it so that she could turn into it because she's bird themed.
Nice.
So, yeah. As soon as I get to level 11, I'm going to be able to turn into a giant bird harpy, and I can't wait. Golden Celestial Raven Harpy. Yeah, it's a 6th level spell called Tasha's Otherworldly Guys.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for it. I'm just going to become bird.
Right, so, cloak of the Bat. What was the other one? There was a few, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was the Cloak of the Bat and the Cloak of the Worm. Which
the purple worm one.
Purple worm one.
Yeah.
There was a couple of different. There was a couple of different boots as well.
Cold resistance one.
There was the basically a cold resistance one. There was boots of springing resistance.
Striding, springing.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking jump real good. Yeah. And then there was another one, wasn't there? There was 3. Levitation, boots of levitation. Yeah. No,
No,
just up. Just up.
Come down. No.
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Make it like Charlie and Chop catching another giant. Burp, just burp. Into the sun. Control wind.
Up forever.
Oh, I don't know, you don't. Fuck.
See,
There's the
that's
best
what you do is you go up with the boots of levitation, hold the cloak out, and then get Bramley to cast like gust or something, and you just fly like a kite.
Ah,
And he was
I can cast gust.
You can, but you.
a whale was never seen again.
Yeah, it's strong and fart your way away.
How far the atmosphere off the tip?
And there was a handful of there was like a few different like foci, a few scrolls. There was the basic things as well that you need for components available for you to, should you need anything like that. As well as like a good amount of adventuring gear.
Oh, I never went to them.
No, before that.
Baldur's Gate.
No, before
Oh, like the proper old school one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the business on that.
That's what I'm saying. This came out in 2023.
that. This year.
Yeah, it's an album. Castle Siege. The album's called The Council of Trees.
Anyway, so
I don't like that, I didn't like. Be ashamed of yourself.
What?
no, I won't. You'll have to catch it on the board. Haha.
If it got picked.
Oh, trust me. If you can pick the ego names up from outside, you can pick that up.
yeah.
So, wait, no, names last.
Yeah, that's true. Well, not until you summon Exodia, anyway.
I know I'm not with you, but I'm curious. How much does all this cost?
It depends.
It's all thrifty
About
Laylas.
4 months back.
Depends on how many bags of gems Slail can steal.
20 packs of whole
That's what I
thing.
mean.
Hey, no gems being stuff. Well, not by me, any.
No, they've been repurposed.
The loophole.
That's what their middle name is, Flail the Loophole. Oh my god. I just got a natural 20 and a 13. You're
Good.
all fucked.
Wasted.
That's what you
That's
think.
it.
I'm
Use it-
rolling
use them
today. I've been blessed. I've got my sharp dice and I've got my new
How was it?
dice
The
tray.
dice tray.
Yeah.
The Sega Gems.
Which shop
How
that?
just the
The only two sharp sets I've got, the pink and the purple set.
I got you one of them. I think it was the purple one, but I can't remember.
Probably. I know that you got
Yeah,
me one and
yeah.
Matt me the other.
Right.
But they're the ones that I always go to and cause destruction with.
Hey.
how much of it's levitation?
Yeah, probably into my
Let me search quick.
Got something on the island. You know what eyelash goes
Yes,
on the island?
I was going to say, his and I.
Probably.
Can you?
Nah, it's a
Someone pass me a player's handbook, please.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, wait, it might not be in the player's handbook. It might be in the DMG, which you don't have.
Did you
with
get-
me.
Oh.
Me.
I've got DMG for
Sorry.
you.
I can just Google it.
No, it's for his handbook.
You alright? Try and take your rotate so much.
You doing good?
Not in this place.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
Cool.
go.
From Coburn from here.
You get called from Brindley, yeah?
all right.
That's gonna be so. That's gonna be so.
Maybe I.
So the boots which allow you to cast levitation at will, they cost 2,500 gold pieces.
Chonky. It's a dip in the fund.
It would be,
Not my thing.
or it'd be very
Too
fun
much
to have.
Is that the boots? Yeah.
No.
What does boots of levitation do exactly? I know they
You
make
can-
you levitate, but
You can cast levitation at will.
yeah, but what is the effect of that?
You levitate. You can go up or down as
So,
high
high
as you want.
speed.
No. It's literally you levitate.
Hovering.
Yeah.
It's like 120 feet.
Something like that, yeah.
150.
Something
It's
big.
150. You're on
Something big.
I'll have to check the actual spell now. No, that's Kev.
Levitate.
Levitate.
You can become a Kevin anytime you want.
Lasts for 10 minutes.
6 feet.
Lasts for 10 minutes. Yeah, you can just concentration of 10 minutes, and you can just fucking levitate. You can move it. You can move. You can move it upwards or downwards 20 feet around. There's no kind of cap on that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, fucking boots of shoot you to the moon. Or one of the 3 moons.
Well, it depends. How many feet can you get in 10 minutes?
Well, yeah, that's you can once you start falling, you can always recast it.
Left.
Yeah, exactly. So long as the target is within 60 feet of you, you can just kind of up infinitely.
So when
If
you
you
say,
really want
when
to.
you say cast levitate, it's not just like the wearer levitates, you can cast levitate, or is it just cast
Well,
levitate?
it's on-
No, it's targeted on self.
Alright.
But you can do it infinitely. So yeah, you can keep the spell up and then drop it. So like as well, if you were coming to like, I don't know, fucking bridge drop, someone can levitate themselves, get shoved across to the other side with a rope, and you just across with the rope.
Immovable rod. There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Toss me.
Toss the helm.
You'll have to toss me.
You could be the fucking volleyball in the beach episode.
So how much are they? $2.5 grand?
Yes.
I'm not with you at the moment.
Nobody's pace could be stolen. And though to be fair, if
I
you
know.
just cast summon Bramley, you'd have the bag of holding with all the money in it.
Someone would
Bramley's head.
No, she's not.
She's
She's fine. She's had a long rest since then. Bramley loves spending money.
Yes, she does.
She went to party.
Yeah, 100%.
Technically, it's the parties.
Yeah, but Fortune keeps control of that. So it's the same thing, really.
Alright, well, so we've got Cloak of the Bat, Cloak
Oh
of
my
the
Wow.
Worm, Levitation Boots. What were the other one? Haste
I just
Boots?
rolled another 20 on the
No.
18.
Unfortunately.
You're all fucked.
The what? Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of money. How much are the cloaks?
Let me double check. I should have really done some prep and
Yeah.
written this down, but I haven't.
As DM.
As DM, I prefer to wing it.
Sounds like every one shot I've ever done.
Yeah,
Every game ever.
yeah. The Cloak of the Bat would be 3,750.
Oh!
pricey.
Amazingly, the boots are the cheap option.
So about 6k for everything.
Magic items are expensive.
Yeah, they
No,
are.
The harder they are to make, the more expensive they are to
I get that, but wow.
Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't want to know the price tag on some of your items.
No, I don't.
How much would my book be?
Oh, that's artifact level, so that would
At
be.
least 10 gold.
Million.
Yeah, at least 10 gold.
More fun.
One bronze.
Yeah, more than 5. Possibly more than 10.
Oh my goodness. That's
Maybe
absurd.
2 hands worth.
Yeah. You may need a larger bag of holding.
You will eventually if you start sticking fucking like weapons and shit in there.
You don't need to.
Question.
You don't need to stick
How
weapons in
long
the
does
bag.
it take?
No,
You got your mega
Chapter.
bracelet?
yeah, 5 weapons.
Well, that would depend
I currently have
on. Just gonna keep this mechanically because
I
trying
can't
to
wait till
explain
someone
this
tries to take it off. Yeah, it magically explodes.
to enchant it,
2
typically
long swords and
it
both my leaves.
takes a day's worth of enchanting on pace for every 50 gold spent on the item.
If we ever get captured, just go, oh no, please
So,
don't take my family
Depending on
heirloom
what
bracelet.
you want.
Oh, sweet!
Boots.
Boots of haste. Okay. That would be pricey and
Boots of haste.
boots. Yeah. we've got a fucking vax on a bee.
How much are boots of haste?
They don't have them in stock, but they would be quite pricey because that's a strong spell and
Probably about 5k at the low end.
yeah, it wouldn't be cheap, and it would take a while. Is more the thing.
But
So you might want to, if you wanted to look into getting such an item made, you might want to go back to the Hollowed Spire, because then at least it'd be able to be delivered to your homestead if you weren't there.
Hero worship discount as well.
Hero worship will only get you so far.
Especially with boots of haste. You'll get a boot.
Yeah. I'll get you a
First
lace
lash
of
of
haste.
Or a boot of haste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strap of haste.
Spandex of haste.
say spandex.
You get it in sections.
That's
Become a
what
flash.
that's what Borat has.
It's like one of those part works you get. Build the boots of haste only $9.99 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You get an iron.
Just so that it's
With the soul in it
clear
as well.
for everyone. Magical items can be commissioned, but the more difficult or intensive the spell that you want to attach to a magical item, the longer it will take and the pricier it will be. So typically, like, I don't really follow what the crafting rules are according to Wizards of the Coast because it's kind of bullshit.
Who does anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the thing. According to Wizards of the Coast, for every 50 gold on an item that you spend, it will take 1 day worth of crafting.
Alright.
So, imagine trying to make boots of levitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
You'd
take
be
about
there for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, and things like a teleportation circle you can get put into your base. That literally
Years.
takes a year. No, it takes a year because that's what it says in the actual spell description. If you repeatedly cast it every single day for a year in the same place, you can make a teleportation circle in a location.
We need to stay in a location for a year.
Good luck. But that's one of the purposes of hiring mages. But again, getting someone to expend a high level spell every day for a year. Yeah.
We need someone who can do actual magic.
I mean, not like you've got anyone bought to do that.
No.
That's where we're all baseline fighters, so don't worry about it.
Funnily enough, Lael used to be a baseline fighter. Matt made Lael as a fighter rogue, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then wasn't enjoying it as much because and this is one of the things that I always like whenever I don't multi-class from the start going into a game because
You don't know what it's gonna be like.
yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to my character, and then especially in like 5e, once you multi-class more than once, it starts getting
Detrimental,
stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, getting a bit silly sausages. But like I know that in previous like iterations of Dungeons and Dragons that the multi-classing was kind of required in some games.
Depends who you're playing with, but yeah.
Yeah. But also it wasn't as terrible an option to do.
Yeah, it was quite. I wouldn't say it's straightforward, but it's.
Yeah.
It was did that much junk in it anyway. It didn't make much
Yeah.
difference.
Whereas like in 5e, I wouldn't recommend multi-classing more than once.
And it gets weird.
Yeah, because it does just get a bit meh.
Well, I'll take that knowledge with
Okay.
about the boots price. Thank you for the time. Head to the sun flag.
Leaky flagon.
Leaky flag.
Yeah. And yeah.
I've already got back to the place after
Yeah.
buying all the shenanigans. So.
I was
Yeah.
heading back there anyway. Got me books.
Yeah, you've got your books, you've got your info.
Got my 2 gold.
Yeah, you do.
My profit.
To be fair, you didn't do too badly, all things considered. From your time spooning with Miguel. But was there something else you wanted to do? Because I saw you go.
So, successful trip?
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
What do you end up with?
Meagle's absolutely turned up, by the way.
We'll let him go. I go up with the wet flannel in a bit.
Waterboarded. If I meet you with a wet flannel, it won't show marks.
It'll heal over time.
I just get like a little chunk of bread and put it in his ear and watch Jim.
Yeah.
That'll wake him up.
Well, yeah. If there's nothing else for the night, unless there is.
So, stomp way back. One seat. Or alternate.
Remember your days.
If there is one in the shop. Jules kit.
It would be the easiest thing to come by, but you'd be able to pick one up, yeah. Let me figure out how much that costs.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like it'd be quite interactive with the broomstick and stuff.
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, you should definitely.
That doesn't help. That's the place where to walk. The one in where.
Tools, here we go.
What are you buying for it?
Jeweller's
What are you
tools.
Jules.
Jules kit.
Nice.
You know, case got to, you know,
Yeah, appraise
cut any
any kind of gems you might have. Yeah. Well, if we ever do end up back in our mansion, we've got a couple of gems in the safe, so you can appraise them.
Yeah.
Under close supervision.
Doesn't matter how close you see. You've never seen.
Yeah. Falchion will never ever see Lyle doing anything she doesn't want him to.
Installs magical security cameras.
Yeah.
Still use falchion perception.
Yeah, no, right. I'm you know, Bram wants to collect
25
like a load of goblins for
Yeah,
menageries.
absolutely.
I'm just gonna have goblin
They don't
security,
give you
mate.
proficiency with
With
the items.
within night
All of
vision.
that.
You can use them to appraise gems and such. And over time, if you want
I've
to wait
started
or
Dragon
become
Age
proficient with them,
Which one?
Dragon Age Origins.
that's what
Ooh, what a game!
Beautiful game.
it would
I'm
be
working my way through
mostly
Horizon
like
Forbidden West.
Nice, dude.
being able to.
And
It'd be mostly like being able to.
I'm enjoying it. The story is taking a turn I didn't
Has it?
expect.
Yeah.
It just takes time, like
Good.
practicing, figuring out,
Good you have
like
it.
so. The more gems and such things that you can cut, the more proficient
I've
you
got on
get.
PS5.
Basically, is how I'm
I've
going
got
to
a
do it.
PS4.
It's beautiful.
Stunning.
So.
How, when it come back to that, I'll ask falchion for 25 gold.
Yeah.
So I can go shopping.
Oh, where's all this money I gave you? You spent that?
We've had this discussion,
yeah.
falchion.
What, you got a
Head.
haircut?
Got a hat. Got a big point.
Yeah, she's got a hat with wizard's hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you bought your hat.
Yeah.
That was 25 gold.
No, that's 75 gold.
Yeah, so you come.
You there? You made the buy.
Right.
You bought it.
Why do you need 25 gold?
To buy Jules kit.
Jules kit.
We don't have one.
True.
And we found gems on our truck.
We found the gems, we didn't pick any up.
No, don't know. Which means gem. We found gems when we were.
Yeah, but
Protection.
they're back home in the mansion. We can buy a Jules kit in Hollowed Spire.
I'm sure got a few gems in the bag home.
Got some
You
diamonds.
probably do.
25.
And it lets us be able to find out how much the gems without taking to someone who could then sell short.
Valid. Okay.
You get your money and you get your jewelers.
There you go, 25.
It's very funny because early on in the game, I actually gave you
Yeah, magical
a
one.
magical one which would give you, which would allow you to use your proficiency without actually being proficient in jewelers tools.
Oh well.
And we sold them.
Yeah, you did. Sold them as a jeweler's case as well because the person who bought them had no idea they were magic. That was like that was while Alan was still in the game because that was.
Well, Alan's the one who found them in the.
Yeah,
opening
that
cottage.
was in the gold disc distributions caravan
That's
that
where
had
we
been
got
attacked.
That's where we got the mission to go to Mortimer.
Mhm.
Which we didn't do for about a year.
Yeah, yeah. Got sidetracked.
Just a little bit. We went to Fantasy Atlantis and everything.
Yeah.
Shit,
You know, stop the
There was
Civil
a
War.
city, you know, whole
There was
underground
a whole
race of
Underdark
people.
thing. You know,
Yeah.
we
We
lost a party member.
We lost some party members, gained some party members,
Yeah, things
gained a
happen.
mortal enemy in real life.
Yeah.
something we gotta
You know
go.
what? You know what's funny?
Go,
I've never
go.
actually had a
Right.
nemesis before.
This is the third time I've tossed my dice in this thing. I've got another 20 and a 13.
Right,
What the
someone
fuck?
bin that dice tray.
No, it's keeping forever.
It's been the dice as well. Just
No!
In fact, let's just torch that entire end of the table.
No, wait for the screen.
The
It's
DM screen
flammable.
goes up in smoke.
It's so flammable over here.
No. As we try and burn the DM screen, he'll just laugh at you.
Yeah, the dragon comes to life.
Yeah. Yes, did you know I've been waiting for this day?
DM screen strikes back.
Wait, it's not done.
Alright, so
Alright, so.
is there anything we want to do? I know we've been shopping and we bought a couple of bits that we needed, but is there anything we need to do while we're actually in town, or are we just stopping in?
Stop it.
Hey,
Through, yeah.
stop before we go to the first one.
Okay, so
Okay.
where do we head from here? I know we had a plan, but where's our
Moving on.
Bartlett
next
Village.
destination?
On the road
Bob
again.
Village.
Bartlett Village. Get our horse.
Horseback, yeah.
Okay.
Get
And
the
then
horse.
east, or are we going to Althaven?
West.
But we're gonna go round the mountain as opposed to
Through the forest.
It's like a job.
Huh.
I really like it.
no, through the fire lake.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to go through the fire.
No,
No, you definitely
no one's
do.
going.
It's great.
No one's going to the
It's
fire lake.
great. Listen, you've only met 2 creatures from there. There's so many more.
Too
And
enough.
those two. What's that? No, the fucking giant scorpion. The bear.
There was the Bahir and there was the Basilisk.
Yeah, we don't like you.
Yeah.
No, they were great.
No,
I
they
loved
weren't.
them.
Yeah, the great for you because
doesn't get
you
one.
literally scolded 4 out of the 6 party members to death in one go.
Oh, I sure fucking did. That was fun. Big cactus leaves. Kill the gnomes.
Watch those.
Yeah.
Tara's
Making
manifesting.
gnome soup.
Alright, so Bartlett's Village then. We've still got another night stay, so
We did get
Okay,
This is Pokemon boss music.
That's
before then.
we
yeah.
we pay for 2 nights, we still got
Sweet
another
fight
night.
bread.
That's why you like Gary.
Stupid guy.
Did anyone ever actually call him Gary though? Or
No.
did you just call him like stupid dickhead, smelly bastard man?
Oh yeah, always.
Well, I put one in yellow.
The
and I
first
had it,
one is called Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, I put one in yellow.
But I
and
call
Every
had
time
it.
after that.
I call myself.
Yeah, and then at the time, every time after that, it's what the fuck ever.
I always call
I
him
was-
Mike.
Kyle and I started a Final Fantasy 1 save
Oh yeah.
because he's got a microness,
You do
and that's our party.
A microneser.
warrior, red mage, white mage. Nice. Fist, foot, Jeff and tits. Nice.
Well, our first one we had a warrior, a black belt, a black mage, and a white mage.
Fair.
So we named them Fist, Chop, Bang, and Pure. And this one we had 2 warriors, so Fist and Foot. Then we've got the red mage, Jeff, and we've got a white mage, and we're thinking, can't call her Pure again, so we're racking our brains, so we just ended up calling her Tits.
Wasn't the white mage canonically female anyway? So
See,
yeah.
it's weird because canonically I think all the sprites are like male,
Male, yeah.
but because she's got the cloak, everyone naturally thinks it's a female.
Yeah.
But we just naturally say she's female anyway.
I just would have gone with like cum or something.
One day. Don't worry, one day.
Maybe someday.
That's your catch.
Yeah. So moving on from that.
So we've got a day
Yeah.
because
you-
we
you've
pay
got
for
as-
2 nights,
You've got as many days as you want.
but we pay for 2 nights,
Yeah.
so may as well.
Let's pick them up.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, you got a good discount.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna explore.
That's discounted up.
Logan,
Yeah.
can I? I mean, if anyone wants to come with, but I wouldn't mind exploring a little further into the cave and see what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a
absolutely.
mining kind of facility, but
Yeah. So
I'd just like to explore the city a little more.
yeah. So this like I've said, the city's kind of organised into almost rings. Not the upper tier, like the upper class district is
Spoon.
That's for bar.
I was literally.
Pass it to bar. Plays a tune.
Whack!
So go on. Sorry, the upper district.
So the upper district is walled off, and that kind of like sits at the centre. Doesn't really seem to expand much, hence why the wall's kind of there. You can tell that it's, especially bar if you're off on this jaunt as well, you'd be able to tell that wall's kind of been there for a while, you know, long standing, but in good nick.
That wall's been there for a while, though, Sammy.
Classic dwarven knowledge.
Yeah.
Old
Okay.
wall.
That's an old
Hot what? Who did?
Whereas the middle and lower class districts aren't so separated, and there's kind of a bit of overlap towards like the middle of them, but heading towards like the outskirts of the city within the cave part itself, you'd see that there were tunnels dug into the walls, and there seems to be more kind of offshoots of the city itself kind of within the mountain. That's just kind of been the expansion of, you know, the slums expand a lot faster than upper class districts.
What is the predominant race in the city?
There's a lot of dwarves and humans, you'd say, most likely they're the majority of the peoples here, but there are a good few elves. You'd also see a healthy amount of Goliaths, interestingly enough. Not a super common race, but the fact that you've noticed that there are like a few Goliaths in here, and you see that they all have this.
They're hard to miss.
Yeah, they are. Well, surprisingly, they're easy to see, but they do sort of blend in. They've got darker grey skin that matches like the darker slate of the mountains themselves, and the tattoos, the markings that naturally form on Goliaths have more of a like you've seen some Goliaths who have, notably the one that gave Bramley the pirate tattoo or something. What was it? Yeah, the little head tattoo she got. Yeah, the Bramdit tattoo. They typically Goliaths have like thick kind of like very noticeable heavy set patternings to their skin. These ones have dark grey that is almost easy to miss, and it's less thick solid lines and more kind of ragged thinner lines that almost make it look like a rock face, almost like where jagged rocks are, and you've got the shadows in it.
Nice.
It kind of mimics that.
Like proper like natural camo.
Yeah, and that is, and a lot of Goliaths are kind of like naturally will naturally camouflage in well with colder climates. It seems like these ones naturally camouflage a bit better in with the mountains around them.
Nice.
You'd also see a good few earth genasi, fire genasi, and gnomes. Fucking gnomes.
I don't approach any, but I kind
say-
of pick up a little bit seeing the Genasi, because obviously where I'm from,
Yeah.
that's like
You'd
the ruling
notice
class.
that the genasi the genasi that you're used to as well are more kind of crystalline in form. These ones are more the ones that Mira would be used to, more just elementally based. But yeah, they all seem to be quite at home with the surroundings and have either kind of like come this way from Haven Bridge, where Mira's from, and found a place that they enjoyed and stayed here, and fit in well with the surroundings. Heading towards the further back reaches of the city, you'd see the same kind of largely blocked off area, like behind a heavy wall and gate, and you'd hear the sounds of mining from deep within the mountains, just kind of like reverberating up, somewhat like distorted but clear enough for you to hear it. And you'd guess that this is the walled off industrial area. Around this area, you'd also see there are a few like processing plants and smelteries, as well as a large building that looks something more like a workshop, but huge. It's a huge like stone, iron, and copper building that has like numerous pipes kind of running through it, and gears that kind of run with the steam, and pipes that are kind of dug into the walls and out, as well as the steam actually moving like a lot of the pipes kind of are dug into the ground as well, and you can feel that the ground underneath this area is actually warm, not like hot and pleasantly so, but warm enough that if there was snowfall, it wouldn't stick.
So probably like geothermal plants kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. It has that sort of vibe to it, and you see that you'd see that there are in the from one of the processing like the smelteries, from one of the smelteries they're bringing in a good amount of like smelted down and formed bars of metals, bringing them into this plant, and you see that there's a good few gnomes in here, and they're not, while they are obviously gnomes, they're very clearly different to Miggle and Bramley, and the two gnomes of the party would be able to say that they're rock gnomes rather than forest gnomes. No, there are such things that you'd actually know them because they're in the Hollowed Spire. They're like the gnome version of Drow to elves.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's got a really annoying to pronounce name. It's like
Snefferblin.
Yeah.
It's
It's literally like Snefferblin or something like that. It's like literally, it's
It
so
sounds
annoying.
German.
It does, yeah.
That sounds very gnomish, to be fair.
Yeah. I'll see if I can fucking find
need to
it.
say more aggressive, Jim.
Yeah.
Isn't there an
Bless
enemy
you.
as well? There's an enemy variant of that called the Red Cap, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like Freddy Krueger one, isn't it?
Nice.
Seriously.
It's like an evil smith.
No, seriously.
That's a real bad
All
one.
snakes are evil, what the fuck?
No, Rick. No. Do you remember the leprechaun from the leprechaun?
Ah.
That's basically what Rick.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
not a leprechaun, no.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just no Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good film, so.
Terrible films, but they're
Good
amazing.
though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're so bad, they're amazing.
It's like,
I was-
it's like the beef you want.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I found all the old because years ago I got bored of all these fucking bee movies from my family because they're a guilty pleasure, and I found them. We got zombievers, camel spiders, camel spiders. What was the other
Camel
ones?
spiders are fucking disgusting.
Drive versus the Megarockers.
Oh, no, they're actually in that fucking photo. Some of the group.
You see, hi, Scott.
Iron Sky is so good. One of the best.
I'm so.
Yeah, but do you realise they made that on a budget of like 10,000 euros or something like that? They had no money for it.
Nice.
I don't know.
That's his zombies are great.
Have you ever seen? Is it Dead Snow?
I've seen
Yeah,
that
I've seen
Dead
Dead
Snow.
Snow.
Fucking amazing film. That's Nazi.
One of my favourites is still Giant Shark, but no, Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
That's amazing.
Anyways,
There's just the one scene in the fucking
Okay.
plane flying over the fucking ocean, and the guys in there with their VS2 was like, I'm getting married tomorrow, and then it's like, and then the shark fucking jumps up the water, eats the whole plane, and then goes back in the water. It's amazing.
Well,
it's a
yeah,
Sharknado or some shit.
Yeah.
No, it's Giant Shark versus Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah,
The ultimate monster movie.
Does sound about right.
and Crocosaurus was good as well.
So,
Sorry, who's with me as I'm walking around?
I'll be with you.
Bar's with you because he told you that the wall was off.
Yeah.
And the majority of people are with you. I am.
Just my voice in the wind.
I guess, I guess that maybe the whole group's there.
He's drunk, mate.
So I'm
Yeah.
So,
Come on,
this is the next day, isn't
are
it?
you explaining the
This is
architecture
the next day.
and
This is
the wall and what's going
This
to
is
happen?
the
and all
next
that?
day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've slept the first
yeah,
night.
that's what that was. Yeah, because
No, we haven't slept yet. Still going.
I did
Miguel's
not.
keeping the
I did
party
not.
going.
I did not read slept.
Yeah,
Yeah, we sleep.
yeah.
We snooze.
I assumed that the next day you were going exploring rather than dragging drunk Miguel around.
Complaining all the time.
Yeah, just
I missed me LC.
About the shit.
I don't even remember my accent.
it never does.
It's okay.
So as Bar's kind of explaining the architecture and what's going on with this geothermal plant, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, this is weird. This doesn't half remind me of back home. And I start telling them about the volcano on the island and like all the kind of the different kind of crystals and stuff that we used to harvest there. And
If you want to roll
Different
history check
industries.
for me, anyone who wants to.
oh, go on.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'd say Mira and Falchion, you don't have to because you know this.
Oh, I've got +3.
You can roll it if you want to.
I haven't got a fucking clue.
Ooh,
No, that makes sense for Lyle to be fair.
that would be 17.
Nice.
15.
What we rolling
I had a
for?
+4.
History if you want
History
to.
check.
Oh yeah, go on, I can do this. No, I can't. I still get a plus.
No fucking way.
23.
That's another natural
Well,
20.
I'm not happy books.
You rolled it.
It's kind of right for me.
Well, you can't
Oh,
see
let's
shit,
go,
but
she
you know how
does.
to read.
What's the other number?
A large print.
You're like that with the
It's
toilet.
still $3. You take the time.
What was
You
that?
just know what my plus is.
I don't know what this history check is for, but does it in any way relate to Fable?
No, it doesn't.
No.
Damn it.
Sorry. I would have let you know
If
you had
anything, it's
advantage.
anti-fable, it's all industrial and that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no.
So as,
It's
yeah,
even
so
better.
just to catch you up, Becca, as you've been wandering around, like the next day, you've kind of gone for a wander around the city as a group to explore and take in the sights and getting towards the back of
Being
the
tourists.
yeah, pretty much getting towards the back of the city where you and Bar saw this walled off area where the industrial section is. There's refineries and smelteries, and as well there's a giant building that looks. The best way to just say it simply is it looks very steampunk. It's a giant stone building with like copper and metal plating, and a lot of pipes, cogs and gears that are running off steam, and the steam is also being pumped up and also underneath the city. So you guess, you know, to keep the city itself, because it's, you know, you're in a fucking cave, it's going to be a bit miserable if the sun's never there. So it's to keep the cave like at a comfortable temperature. And Falchion was, I'd also mentioned that there's a fair few gnomes here, but not forest gnomes, they would be rock gnomes, and a lot of them seem to be working at this more industrial plant.
Cool.
You notice them kind of dragging in a delivery from the smelteries into the plant itself.
Do they seem like they're working here fairly, or are they being
Yeah,
fucking
no,
slaved?
they're
That's fine. We don't need to.
from Miggle's quick glance over, there's no need for a riot. There's no kind of like collars or
They all
something.
like wearing trousers, leave them alone.
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
right.
These gnomes need a sock.
I was worried that they were enslaved then.
No, they all look pretty happy to be at work.
I would think the nature of the town, this is actually their main industry.
Yeah.
So this is actually a job. This isn't.
Yeah,
enslavement.
Excellent.
exactly.
Okay.
They all look to be gainfully employed.
Excellent.
You know,
That's what we like to hear.
such is the dream.
I'm just sitting there going, settle down.
Miggle's like,
There's
oh,
no need
my riot sense is
It's
It's time for a
Yeah,
riot.
this place needs.
Stop throwing it out,
You know what this place needs? Less panties.
panty thieving time.
Not again.
You'll get arrested. You'll go and register for that.
Not again.
I'm already at the top of the register, thank you.
It's only one
Don't
register.
think that's something to brag.
Yeah,
The panty thieving register.
Yeah, the register's there.
yeah. So,
It's right here.
To brag about me for so,
Into the void.
question just out of think
yeah.
of these gnomes, like the ones from
That's your opinion.
Camp.
Fella goes to the doctor.
Yeah, that would be a
Yeah.
fair assessment. Yeah.
So
Give us the good news. He goes,
Yeah,
you get a disease named after
you
you.
get well. Leia's got pretty high pass percentage, so she would say, as they're pulling in the delivery, you would get a good look in there, and there does seem to be like a heavy amount of like workstations and tinkering and heavy machinery. This definitely doesn't look to be a sort of refinery. I think this looks to be a workshop rather than a refinery.
So, can we tell what kind of things they make here?
Tinkery thing.
Yeah, you can't really tell from like you managed to get a glance in as they were hauling a delivery into the courtyard area. At a glance, it does seem to be like there's a lot of hammering and smithing stations, that sort of thing. It looks to be some sort of like machinery, toolsmithing, perhaps something along those lines. But the specific details you need to get in there to have a look, and it's closed off.
Yeah, we're tourists today.
Yeah,
we're not breaking into an engineer's facility.
No.
You're on your own.
Listen, Bramley and Lytle can go wherever they want together.
Team Bray.
Yeah, yeah. Team Braille can go wherever they want. The rest of the party probably not.
Yeah, but Team Fickle can make a 5-0.
Yeah, they can. And Bramley will hate you forever for that. But yeah, that's but as Falchions like telling you about some of the history of of Crystal Crest and some of the mining and things like that, there are he'd tell you that there are like workshops set up using like a lot of the geothermal energy from the active volcano range, which is the Dragon's Breath range. Which
also they have
actually I'd say
they have
Miggle
these hot springs. Oh, best and most relaxing bath ever.
Miggle would actually
so nice.
roll history again, this time with advantage.
You guys probably would enjoy it. Very hot.
That would be an 18.
18. All right. Miggle would know that the Dragon's Breath range has a story attached to it as being the mortal forge of Gulfay.
Oh, this is yours.
This is interesting. Where we are.
No. In the island that Falchion's from, the Dragon's Breath range there is like there's some like religious knowledge attached to it, although it's kind of obscure, as that it's rumoured to have been the forge that Gulfay had while she was on the material plane.
And Miggle tells me this.
Yeah, Miggle's like well, he's not just bar-faced and tells everyone that's
This is
yours.
yours, this isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Mind you,
But you're
Doesn't
from
surprise.
listen, I said there was nice hot springs there for a good bath. I didn't know it was a vault or some kind of forge.
Well, there's volcanic activity and springs. So it's I guess like Yellowstone areas like
Iceland.
that. Yeah, all the way through this continent. But the actual mountain range itself is kind of a bit too dangerous to go wandering in there, because it's active. There's regularly kind of like.
And there's monsters.
There's a lot of monsters there, but also there's not just that, but there's like terrain difficulties. There's a lot of like brittle flooring, which you've experienced once in a volcanic area. You don't got no. But there's like poison gases and vents that spew kind of just toxins into the air, as well as lava and stuff. It just makes getting anywhere near there a bit of a challenge, but it does mean that the rest of the island can more safely harness the geothermal activity to
Miggle.
Hello.
smells.
Was it you? Was it you or Lyle? Was it you who had that vision of?
Dragonborn village.
No. The weapons that the gods left behind or whatever?
Legally.
That was
That was
a question asked.
that was a question asked to that.
that was
Fortune
Canestra.
Canestra, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I asked her.
Okay. Because I know.
It was a
She-
question that
she-
Bramley asked.
Yeah, she kind of suggested that we already have a couple of them.
Yeah.
Shield.
If those mountains are,
Shield, book, bow,
yeah,
chatelaine.
yeah,
And she suggested that that the group head towards the ice shelf so that Bramley can work towards completing her chatelaine.
which we're eventually going to head to if we keep
Yeah,
heading
the
east.
plan is, I believe, to do a big Yui
Yeah.
around the continent.
Because we want to go to the Dragonborn village and potentially.
Which is along the way.
What's the name of the humans? I think.
Next.
Esther Force.
That one.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking if
Gold star.
the rumours, if the myths and legends of
Okay,
Where's
what's
the
inspiration
Crystal
here?
Crest
Oh,
are
okay.
true,
It's better
And it
than
was-
Ghost.
the forge
a
for
forge of your god,
possibly worth this.
maybe.
Yeah, potentially.
Also, it'd be nice to see you home again.
How long have you been away?
How long have you been away now? At least 4 days.
It's fault.
Oh, come on, no,
feels
no,
like
God,
no,
that's
one,
something.
no one can keep track of how long we've been away.
Depending on how soon after you left home that you got your way to, because it would have been a decent amount of travel because you would have gone from Crystal Crest to Haven Bridge and then probably travelled along the coastline before you ended up in
So maybe
Icewater.
probably about a week travel.
Couple of weeks maybe before you actually got to the village itself. Because
So
I
at
mean,
least 5 days then.
yeah.
Running out of fingers.
Also, here you go.
You mean you have to count on hands?
It's his gold star. So it probably would have been like a couple weeks travel. So you're looking at like 18 days, something like that.
How long since we got attacked by the dragon?
And then from there, it's been, because that was midsummer. It's been about a phase, which in real life is about 3 months, something like that.
It's just a thing.
So it's been like 4
4 months.
4 months if we're talking real life time to like real life calendar
Yeah.
version of time.
Okay. Now it's just obviously,
Yeah. So
you know,
yeah.
in real life it's like 2 years, but
Yeah. Well, you're
I can never keep track.
Yeah, no, I know. In game time, it's been about
Don't forget we spent all that time
12
with Faye as well.
12
Oh,
weeks. Yeah,
More than 12 weeks.
yeah. It's but the weeks are 9 days long here, so
Oh,
That's
nine
true.
and 9 weeks is 9 weeks is like one phase, 3
Yeah.
months.
Okay.
That's what I get for making a shitty calendar.
You've only yourself to blame.
I do, yes.
So to answer your question,
yeah,
about
it's
4 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's been 12 weeks plus, something like that.
You know what? To be fair, where we're staying at the moment,
Yep.
it's probably the nicest place we've stayed since I left
It's
home.
100%
Really?
places.
They actually have silk sheets.
Oh,
Cool.
You know what I mean? I was made up.
Nice.
Worth every penny.
Sure they were.
I am.
So
Anyway, this war is fantastic.
it looks very sturdy. yeah. Wing's foot.
That's what I do on this.
Wall falls, everybody dead.
death saves, please.
I just do a campaign 2 thing and attack you with the wall.
It's the start of
Um,
second time.
So, should we continue our touristy tour?
Indeed.
Keep
You
going.
certainly can. I am.
Apart the map.
You are
Now,
here.
the most notable thing would be the industrial section towards the back of the city.
Yeah.
And like I said, the slums seem to have spread out into the actual walls of the mountain itself. But they just at a glance as you're kind of passing them, they don't seem to dig down. They just kind of dig further out. Yeah.
Are there any food stalls or markets?
Oh yeah,
or-
plenty.
I go to a food stall and I grab a snack.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
No.
Anyone?
Yeah.
I can't taste soda.
Nothing for
You
me.
still gotta eat.
Lyle?
One.
Bram?
Mostly so I can touch you. Of course.
Yeah. Go on. Miguel, I know you can't taste it, but you may as well eat. We'll describe how nice it is for
Oh
you.
no!
Oh my goodness, this is the greatest thing I've ever tasted.
It's
You don't
Miggle's
go
had
cold.
nothing but shitty times since we entered this town. He wants to go.
this place sucks. It's awful.
Yeah.
They don't
I'll
appreciate my musical genius.
We'll go tomorrow.
Yeah, we're only here one more night. Don't worry.
I've
Miggle,
never been here before, and somehow there's so many bad memories.
I'll walk and I'll give Miggle
Oh.
the translation book I bought.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
presents.
I know you've had a shit time, but I bought you.
Just thinking, should we take a little break now
Bump to
because it's
come for
7:30
dumps.
and they'll stop at the kitchen soon.
Yeah.
And I know you said you wanted
I'll
to
get it.
get some snack.
How much did I spend on food?
A gold piece for everyone.
Five gold. Six.
No, it's one gold piece between the
Oh,
the
damn.
party, yeah.
Oh, that's very expensive.
Yeah.
1 gold.
Yeah.
That's the cheapest
Like,
Disneyland
it's-
ever.
to be fair, that's not too cheap. 'Cause it's like, you can buy donuts from a shop or you can buy them from the food stall, and they cost more from the food stall, but they're hot and fresh.
tastes
you know,
better.
It's that sort of thing.
Don't stop, don't.
And they give you a
No, don't.
Voucher.
No, you get like it's strange. It kind of looks like a roasted weasel on a stick.
Yes.
I'm straight in.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly nice. It's well
Not,
spiced.
not sprinkle.
Sprinkled. It's sprinkled.
Well
You
Fine,
just
God.
think
It's a
sprinkled.
spice weasel.
Yeah,
well seasoned.
yeah. Honestly, Spice Weasel was what I was thinking of. Yeah. Bam. Right. Yeah. You get your delicious Spice Weasels.
As we're mooching on, I give everyone 200 gold out to Kitty.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pocket money from Falcon.
Came back to me then. Don't know, all of a sudden.
Yeah. Macron.
Wheeze.
Can I interject voucher? See if it's really.
Yeah, go for it.
What are you doing?
He's doing whale stuff.
20.
He's probably sick.
Are you inside checking me?
Yeah. No, it's really falchion, which is weird.
Spending
Didn't
money
even
on
have to
party,
nag you
this
for
is-
5 hours
yeah.
for this. All right.
Well, yeah. Let's go grab
Yeah.
drinks and stuff, and we'll come back and
Yeah.
we'll
We'll have a brief break
We'll
and be
continue
back
our
in
shopping
a
spree.
couple of minutes. See you later, guys.
we'll continue our tour.
your back. Press the
Where?
button. Press the button.
Burps.
Press-
Burps.
yeah.
Put it on
No.
Okay, good.
It's like over Fraser.
Alright!
It is like Old Fraser. Yeah.
Alright then.
Hello.
Food has been
No.
obtained. It is shortly to be delivered.
Gold has been distributed.
Yeah, that's true.
You want
Yeah. So Falchion
something
gives
to-
Falchion gives everyone 200 gold, and you all question whether he's
Oh.
feeling well.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
thanks, mate.
Money.
Jesus.
That's a free
Oh,
20 bucks.
we should message Tara.
Alright,
Their
it's
responsibility
payday.
is supposed to be
Tara gives everyone 200 GP. Tara.
Oh,
200 gold
Tara.
pennies.
200 goes quick.
I think it's going to be like Miggle's emotional purchase to go and find a shop that will sell a new musical instrument for him to cheer himself up with.
Okay.
There's some
Okay.
shop that will sell me a musical instrument.
Yeah, there's places you can buy like just
Kazoo.
There'll be a
regular.
place that would sell
I'm
a
not
magical
food
musical
thing.
There's
instrument.
definitely places
The
that
recorder.
sell
Magical Vuvuzela!
Wee, what did it wee?
Yeah, go on, let's see if there's places that sell magical music instruments.
Okay.
Didgeridoo.
A rain stick.
I've got one there, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty good.
All right. So, you find a shop that has like you see it's like hot. It's just outside like the overhang of the cave. In the middle class district, but like closer towards the upper class. But you're immediately drawn in by the. He's buying your affection. You're immediately drawn in by the display window, which has a large grand piano in it,
Oh.
and it looks
Well,
pretty
it's in the bag of
fantastic.
holding.
No.
It sure won't.
Happy to
It also would break the bag of holding and rip a hole into the astral plane if you tried to get it in there.
Sounds like fun.
Because there is just so you're aware, there is a weight carry limit on the bag of holding. So you do need to be tossing shit out of it regularly. You can't just like hold infinite things in there. There's
To be
like
fair.
there is a size and a weight limit on it.
wait, super.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on to the bottle.
I'm just reminding
Wrap
because
them in
Miggle's
socks
asking
and
me
shit.
because Miggle's asking if he can fit a fucking piano in there.
I
No.
was being
Jason.
No, I know, but that's why I'm reminding you of like the limitations on the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay, it would be funny if it exploded though.
And you know what? You can do that really easily if you put Mira's bracelet in there.
That's true.
That's true.
Why?
Because it's technically a bag hole.
Yeah. If you put an extra like a pocket dimension inside a pocket dimension, you will explode, detonate, and get yeeted to the astral sea.
That
What
sounds
happens if you
fucking lovely.
pass a portal through a portal?
If the
Yes,
Yes,
infinite portals, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
told you.
Universal.
I end the game. While I figure out what the fuck you've done.
The universe divides by
Yes,
zero.
That's black super. Not super. Future on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black background.
Yeah.
Everyone want to play D&D?
Infinite Dungeons and Dragons.
That was a good episode.
It's great in that one.
And yeah, so
So no pianos, what else?
no, but heading inside there are all manner of instruments. There's there's string drums, there's some massive double basses, there's some small fiddles, violins, as well as like flutes. You'd see a couple of nice little kalimbas, kind of beautifully painted.
Right,
Golden
okay.
glass
I was
behind the
thinking-
counter. A vuvuzela.
I will approach the desk of this establishment and I will say, "Oh, what a fine establishment you have here."
You see
Biggles
behind
telling
behind
me posh.
you see behind the counter there is an older elven woman. She's you can tell that she's older. Well, elves do age gracefully. She has kind of like shock white hair, and interestingly, kind of like a lavender skin colour, and while her irises are like bright blue, the sclera of them are also like a slight lavender colour. Yeah, she's dressed in like a simple kind of silvery dress. But Miggle at a glance you'd be able to see she's kind of got the calloused fingers of someone who's played many instruments in her time. No.
That wasn't me. That was
If he started, you started, mate. That's
Yeah, this is it. Because I'm looking at Becca, I see you first. Because I'm looking at Becca, I see you first, and I just see you looking at Mike and like the fucking iguana.
Yeah. I just looked at Mike and went,
Bad Mike.
I hadn't made that way.
Terrible children, behave, slash.
No. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh yes. Well, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the arts.
I certainly do. I'm actually in the market for a new instrument.
Certainly.
Something with magical properties, but
So
also
I have a few things.
quite
like
small,
that.
because I already have quite a selection and I am on the road frequently, so
That
something
makes sense, yeah.
small.
Certainly. May I ask what sort of budget you're working with?
I can be flexible.
How flexible? Magical items are quite pricey.
Mid-range, maybe?
Well,
I could be persuaded to spend more for the right instrument.
well, certainly.
Okay.
Well, if you're looking for something a bit smaller, we do have a number of flutes, perhaps not clarinet or anything like that. But we do have a number of various little woodwind items. We have an excellent selection of panpipes, if that's more your style, or if you're looking for something a bit different from woodwind, we do have kalimbas, things like that.
I was thinking something a
have-
bit more percussive, yes, that would be.
Well, shall we have a look at those then?
Yes, that sounds excellent.
So she shows you like these collection of various kalimbai, I guess. Yeah, they're not straight, they're black.
It's clip both ways.
Yeah, exactly. She shows you like some that are just like mundane, basic kind of kalimbas, and they'd be going for 50 gold, something like that. But they are all beautifully made and hand decorated. She starts showing you some of the other ones that have a few minor magical enchantments on them.
Sorry, kalimba, is that like the little
Like
metal drums that go
the hand
Yeah.
piano
Yeah.
is what the
Avatar end credits theme?
yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
I can play
100%
on my
that.
kalimba.
Yeah, I bought Becca a kalimba because she wanted to.
That's
nice.
I've got two actually. I've got the one you
Yeah,
bought me.
I got you.
one.
I got you one that's
Blue
like
one as well.
it's a coconut shell.
Yeah.
It's cool. That's
Yeah.
good.
That one's not as. That one's a very simple one though. It's got like fucking 5 or 6 strings on it.
Something like that. It's got the 7.
Prongs. Well, I don't know what you fucking call them.
Points.
I'm not a music person.
Prongs.
Pretty sound. 4 candles. The one that does catch your eye, interestingly enough, is kind of decorated with, like, it's one of those that's like a swale pattern where it's got dots and then there's dots inside the dots and dots inside the dots.
Nice.
Kind of like, and all the way around that is swaling kind of spiral that almost has like a shield pattern. There's it's not a shield drawn onto it, but in the pattern kind of gives you that idea of a shield pattern. And this one would allow you to cast the spell Heroism.
Ooh,
Very nice.
I
not-
got rid of
it's
that
not-
spell.
It's not,
Get it
it's not
again.
especially powerful, it's only once per day, but it does recharge and you can use it as
Freebie.
I like the sound of that. How much would this be?
this would be 250 gold.
Hey, that's good.
That's very, very reasonable.
I like it.
Do you allow potential customers to have a little go before we buy?
Certainly.
Well, I'd love to have a little go.
Like
I'm
Kelly.
very excited.
Oh, yeah.
you get the she's close watch, but you are allowed to pick up the instrument and give it a twirl on the sticks. It's a magical item, so you cannot shatter it. Get shit on.
Depends how hard.
Yeah, I'll have a little go. Do you want me to roll performance? This better be good, or I'm
I'll
gonna
do
look shit in the shop.
Okay,
Natural
roll.
one.
Yeah, roll performance.
Don't fucking. I've last week's fucking
Go,
shit
Luke.
again. Fucking 2!
This isn't for
I'll
me,
be
side.
dealing with this.
You're
I'll
holding yours
say,
upside down.
because there's no. I'll say you can have it.
I'm not
on
under
to-
pressure. I'm not under pressure.
Yeah,
Are you
you
sure?
just
Yeah.
chill it. Yeah.
It's
The
Mental
only pressure
pressure.
is yourself.
No pressure, just
I'm
know
gonna
that we're all
write a
sitting
new
here
character.
silently
If
judging you.
I'm cursed now to only roll shit performance checks as a fucking bard, then I'm making a new fucking
Stop
character.
licking your dice.
Leave them to charge
That's
on the full
okay,
moon.
I suppose.
That's a free.
Turn stage over the top
That's a
of them before
long
they go.
20.
Okay, there you go. Only took a reroll.
I hopped on in
yeah,
anger.
but yeah.
Angry
But yeah,
moons
as,
and
as you begin to play it, it feels like comfortable in your hands. It's not like, you've seen some big kalimbas that are, lovely but not suitable for travel. This one kind of fits very nicely. You can fit both your thumbs across the prongs easily to get a beautiful range of sound. You do a quiet little dwarven love song that you used to they used to play to Elsie in a quiet moment.
I like that.
Oh my god, it's cold!
That's just a love song.
You just sound like fucking creepy baby gremlins.
feel like it's missing.
Don't forget you have to end the dry heave, Becca.
That's actually the name.
No.
That's the name of the song. Dry Heave of Love.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is the lady impressed by my little performance?
She does seem suitably impressed,
Oh,
and
thank you.
very, very glad that
Take
the
time.
instrument seems to be going to someone who actually knows how to play it.
It is lovely, and I'm very keen. Do you have anything else similar?
We do have a few different things. Yes. There's what sort of instrument would you like?
Something a bit percussive like this, but as I say, small for the road. You got any spoons?
Magical spoons. Bang!
Magical triangle. Magical triangle.
Triangle solo.
She does. One of the things that she shows you, she shows you there's like a few different like tambourines, things like that, with like the bells that jingle on it. She gives you like she shows you there's like a little set of cast bets.
Oh yeah! I feel like Bramley has used them when she's got a fruit hat on.
Yeah, probably. One of the things she shows you is a little tiny trumpet.
Oh! Trumpet. I saw peruse and glance.
I just love the fact you're going to bring all of these on a stealth mission. You're in the back and singing.
Listen, if no one survives, it's stealthy enough.
Just imagine with the trombone every step.
Just to make that clear.
No one survives.
Do you guys
I'm
have
gonna
anything?
be
Maybe we'll do a horror and TPK party.
I'm gonna be a one-man band and buy everything and just be like.
One of those with his brain.
You hear it, you hear
Oh
it
my
coming
God.
from like 3 miles down the
Dick
road.
Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
Step inside.
I'll be glancing and perusing at the things that you show me, and then I think I've made my decision. I think I'll go with this kalimba.
I want to buy a recorder.
It will certainly be going to a good
my
home.
You can get a triangle.
Because I'm 7.
Nah,
You can
mate.
have a triangle, it's 5 silver.
Chris, pots and pans is the way to go.
Some pans with wooden spoons.
Thing is,
To be fair,
if you
I've
get pots
actually
and
watched
pans,
a-
if you get pots and
a
pans,
group-
Bram will be able to cook breakfast when we
Yeah,
get.
that's
There we
it.
go, yeah.
I've actually watched a group who do performs like literally entirely on like things that they find. around the- They came to our school once when I was in primary school, and they did like an entire performance off the shitty plastic chairs that we had to sit in,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. Like they were like the fold-out chairs,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you
That's-
know, like,
That's a night.
and they
Because as soon as the kids see that, that's all
Yeah.
they're fucking doing.
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I've seen it done.
100%.
It can be done.
Yeah, 100%.
How's the acoustics in this room?
Yeah. And we were in like the big gym hall as well, where we had like our assemblies and
Yeah.
PE class.
Yeah, as you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting like
Most
sitting
halls double.
sitting cross-legged on the floor with everyone kind of like packed in lines.
Yeah,
You sit on the bench.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. God.
So I'll say to her, I think
Staring at the person in front of
think-
you with their nits.
See them dancing around
Yeah.
with a scalp.
And I literally had that experience once, and it was like a girl I was friends with as well. I was like, I told my parents, they were like, you're
Jumps
not allowed
on
to
you.
be
It's
friends
like,
with
"Hi,
her
friend."
anymore.
there was a girl in the year below us who always had them, and she used to get nicknamed Nitty Nora.
Oh no.
Kids are bastards, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, kids are shitheads.
Don't have kids, guys.
This
So
is
go on,
the,
are we buying
this
this
is the anti-kids.
Kalimba?
I will say
Kalimba.
to her,
Sorry, Greg.
yes, I think I will go for the kalimba. It will certainly be going to a very
Good home.
loving home, and I will do my best to take care of it. Would you consider 235 maybe? Well persuasion. I'm trying to
yeah,
persuade
go
her
on.
and tell her that I'm
Yeah,
going
go
to
on.
look after it. But it's going to be safe. Oh yeah, plus 11.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, it was never going to be bad because you
I've
can't
got
roll
6
less
on
than a
it.
10.
Yeah.
Well, for such a loving home and a wonderful musician as yourself.
Thank you.
235 set.
Excellent. I will purchase the kalimba.
You have a kalimba that can once a day cast the spell
Oh,
Heroism.
Very good.
That's very good.
And my monies.
On the way out, I'm going to play the piano.
Oh, God.
On the way out, Leo's going to steal the piano.
performance.
The grand piano.
She's not strong enough to lift that piano.
You know what? Mod 20 on performance. Will do.
Nice. You actually had a piano much like this in your home growing up.
Chopstick.
And you managed to kind of like play out a nice little tune.
Fair
and-
release.
But what
Yeah, pretty much. It's basic. You've not played in years, but
Yeah.
it's nicely done.
Final Fantasy interlude.
Yeah.
Something dead
Oh,
easy.
cross buns. Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
my mic's the ones what you want to do.
Yeah, Miguel, you'd hear Mira play a very nice tune on the piano. Surprisingly, you didn't know she had the ability to be musical.
Didn't me and that shot you.
No, Mira did.
Mira knew. Mira just didn't, so.
Yeah. It's not for the peasants to know.
Gotta keep some secrets.
It's my my aura of mystery. Can you play the piano? You'll never know.
Do I don't know?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the dice.
Oh dear. But yeah. And yeah, you get your instrument. You have your little piano moment. Cameras, man.
Camera going tricky again.
Just a little bit. It's just a bit off kilter.
You know what? We need to
It's
get
fine.
an actual bracket.
Yeah, we need
That
to,
thing's
or
rubbish.
just fucking screw that one into the wall.
Yeah.
Because at the moment it's just taped. And I think that's probably the
Problem
problem.
with it, yeah.
Have
Just
I
gonna
the
say-
camera itself that
Get
moves on the
the
shelf
side.
rather than the shelf
No,
moves?
the shelf getting too way down the camera and the
Yeah.
Just go
And
the tape
also,
and
just because it's basically it's taped onto fucking plaster. And
yeah,
paint.
so the tape's not gonna
So
stick.
it just yeah,
Like those-
it
Yeah, it
just
keeps peeling
ripping
away.
off.
Rather than screws, get those like Christmas decorations like the first thing
Oh,
sticking up.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the camera's fucking heavy.
Goodbye, just no more nails.
Gorilla Glue.
Oh no, she's got that gorilla grip.
If a woman can use it in a hair.
Flex tape.
Yeah, is there anything else that you guys want to do for the day in the city?
You're spent up.
Expensive money.
You're not getting anything else.
Before you gave me the 200, I already had 210.
I'm a rich bitch.
Me and Miguel
To
Well,
be
seems
fair, Miggle's gone regularly busking.
Regularly
I was gonna
busking,
say,
yeah,
you
don't go on
make
these
it,
spending
yeah.
sprees like you
You're
lot.
making money from all the ins and all that.
Yeah, well, he certainly tries.
Yes,
me
very
and
try.
Miguel do an uncommon lesson for the day.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because we got the new book.
Okie dokie. Roll me some fucking intelligence, you
Uh-oh.
idiots.
We're not today.
Not today either.
Oh boy. Yeah, Miggle's too excited by his commitment to really pay
It's new
attention.
toy.
And then Mira gets irritated because Miggle's not paying attention.
And I'll spend the day reading my little books on temples that I got.
Nice.
Temple
Okay.
history book.
I'd say from like the basic stuff. There's a lot of trying to like cut through it to find specific information is a bit difficult because it's all quite dense. But it does talk a lot about the second era, when there was like gods on the world and like the various temples, and there's the splintering of religious groups even within the same worship of the same deity, and then it seemed that like more and you'd actually find that it seemed that originally there was the 8 deities that walked the world and the faceless one who never did, and over time it seemed that the lesser deities kind of almost kind of sprung up as worship was more widely spread, things like that, and more smaller temples began to be erected to the lesser gods. But the main pantheon always had like a homestead in society, like regardless of like what morality was ascribed to them, essentially. Like you're fairly familiar with Vihalia from your backstory. Your parents are fans of hers, and while she's kind of ascribed to be lawful evil, it's not it's more like a morality that people have, that mortals have ascribed to the deities rather than the deities' lawful evil kind of thing. Their morality is beyond mortal comprehension. But that seems to be kind of the bent that worshippers follow. There's frequently, that like jailers and things like that are followers of Vihalia, judges as well. Occasionally there are like guards and things like that. And specifically in your city that there is a small temple to Vihalia which doubles as the judiciary within Havenbridge. And you never really had to deal with like being on the bad side of the law yourself, coming from a well-to-do family, but you do know that there are certainly harsh punishments in line. There's thieves get their hands chopped off, things like that.
That's the catch for
Corporal punishment.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
It's not a forgiving city, but you'd find that the basic beginning gist of the stories is like the main pantheon and the beginning of like worship to them, and as worship to them spread, lesser deities seem to come into existence. and they while they all kind of work on their own, they do kind of gravitate towards similar similar aspects, like Ulma, which is one of the lesser deities, who's the deity of harvest.
Yeah.
Ulma typically is kind of seen in tandem with quite nature and beauty, things like that. So all kind of stuff like that. It's like, while they aren't like directly, they're not like working under them, but often seen in tandem.
Yeah.
Especially in smaller places, like villages and smaller towns will have like a joint temple of like, here's a smaller, like, or not even necessarily a temple like you've seen in big cities. It'd be like a smaller kind of shrine where you'd go in and things like that.
Yeah.
There'd be, the main focus might be Quay, but then there would be like altars to various things like harvests, the seasons, things like that. And you know, you'd be able to go to your one-stop shop for all your deity needs, kind of thing, in specifically in smaller areas. But yeah, that would be the first kind of bit that you'd
Yeah.
find out about from
This
those
would be over
books.
like
Yeah.
however long, yeah.
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 It's a big collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. History of religion, please.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The wood creaks under those.
Yeah.
Volume 1 of 26.
Good luck.
You reach into the bag of holding and
It's like a tax report, just like unravels all that.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, is there anything else that any of you want to do for the day?
I just have
Are we back at the inn at the moment? Or are we still walking around?
Yeah, if you want to be.
No, I'm asking, are we still walking around the city, or are we back at the tavern?
If you you don't have to be, but yeah, if you've got nothing else to do within the city, I'll say you've reconvened at the tavern.
It's fair.
Nothing else I really need to buy.
Jumps out.
I'm going to spend an hour to make an iron bracelet. We're going to have a little indention in it, just so like gems can have it inside for later on.
Good plan.
Increase the market price.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we had some gems to put in.
I know, right?
Like sweats.
Like, it doesn't.
Oh, sweet, man,
No, no.
sapphire!
No. With
the
her
palm
shitty
sweaty.
deception, she probably sweats.
Palm sweaty.
But don't.
With that shit, she would have said it. That was mapped up. She should keep
With
quiet.
her, with her shitty deception, she just leaves.
Only we had some gems.
High five.
She does a back and walks away. Boots of haste. But yeah, easy enough to do. You get your iron brick out and get to work. And over the course of an hour, it does melt itself down into a roll a religion check. No wait, actually yeah, roll religion but using wisdom instead of intelligence.
Okay. Ooh, shit. That's a 13.
13. Okay, it's nice enough. It's a little bit janky, but you know you can work on refining it a little bit with your tools as you go.
Yeah.
But the basic shape is there. It's not as fine as the other one, but you know it'll do.
Tonight,
That's what the gems are for.
Yeah. Yeah, the gems are there to hide any mistakes in the fortune.
Yeah.
The imperfections, some say, make it more unique and desirable.
No.
Look how it goes. It'll do.
Yeah, pretty much. So, anything else? You back at the tavern?
Yep, that's how.
Yeah. You've spent the day kind of wandering around the shops, getting a bit of an eye around the city, that sort of thing.
I just have night time to do it.
Yeah.
When is there like a? I know you got like the bar and you can get food and stuff. There is there like a smoking room, like a
Yeah.
smoking area.
Yeah, there is.
So I'm gonna. I've had a wonderful, nice, relaxed day today. I feel very, very at ease, especially after the stuff that we've been dealing with.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna order myself like a steak dinner, sit in the
Very nice.
smoking room, enjoy a pipe, and just chill.
Just a pipe or a pipe?
No, just a pipe.
Okay.
Just a pipe.
Pussy.
To be honest with you, I'm not sure what I've got left on that.
Is it like one?
I-
No, I've written it down somewhere. haven't I?
Yeah. From memory, you've used, I think, 4 doses of. Let's see. I'll pull up my little fucking homebrew pottery server. Minerals, ores, and ores.
I'll get drinks for the party.
Let's
while
see.
I'm gone.
Okay.
Did you try the?
Here we go. I had 4 feather tail left, 3 star spectre, and 5 petal spore.
That's the one.
You know what? I'm going to try the petal spore. I've not tried that one.
Okay. So,
And I eat my meal first.
good plan, good plan. So,
Before that.
No, it's only because it's a nice rump steak, and I don't want to waste it
It's
if I get
not-
absolutely monged.
Yeah. And you know,
um,
drunk. Face down and then
Yeah, blood. It's bubbling in the gravy.
so, you have your drink, and you get out the petal spore, which is as you kind of like look at the little dose, it seems to have it's made of like small dry grey flowers that are like partially open, like they're tiny little flowers. You would have thought almost that it was just like normal tobacco piles of leaves, but as you're kind of pouring it in, you see that they're like little tiny buds that are just partially open, and they're like smaller than your pinky nail kind of thing.
Yeah.
Little tiny
Tiny
things.
ones.
Yeah. Put them in, crush them down a little bit, and light it up. I'd like a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, pal.
Come on, do well.
Fair.
That's a 24.
Big.
Boo.
Big.
I
So I've had a great day.
yeah. No, I quite like the failed Constitution save on this
I know,
one.
it's
So,
Funny ones, isn't it?
Next time. If anyone else wants to try some petal spore, by the way, we can still see a failed constitution.
I'll try some.
Doesn't
You
sound.
I'll try some.
Right, well, yeah, let's see what happens to me first,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then I can recommend it.
yeah, as you smoke it, it's quite pleasant. It has.
Pass the spoon.
I don't want to say like
No, the spoon.
The spoon.
I don't want to say like medicinal, but it has like a very like light herbal taste to it. Yeah, exactly. Smoking a bowl. And yeah, it has like a very kind of like nice light herbal, like very like light herbal taste to it. As you're smoking it, you kind of your body kind of feels heavier, but like in a nice way. Almost like you know like when you're like comfy cozy in bed and you're like, I should really get up, but like your limbs kind of feel heavy.
Like when you got like a weighted blanket on, you just
Yeah,
I don't want to move.
it kind of feels like that. Like when you need to get up to pee, but you're just too lazy and tired, and you're like, I'm comfy in bed.
Yeah.
And you're actually
so-
debating pissing the bed.
Yeah,
at some point.
but you don't actually need to pee, so it's a win-win situation. And as you're kind of like chilling there, smoking, you kind of like flex your hand a bit, and it's not just that it feels heavier; it is heavier, and your scales are kind of like tougher almost, and you're like, what the fuck? And you kind of knock on it, and it feels stony. And for the next hour, you have the benefit of stone skin.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool.
Cool. That will save me no benefit whatsoever
No.
because I'm literally sitting there chilling in the lounge. But
You just sunk deep into this.
yeah, the actual cushions of bed went in on me. So.
Yeah,
So, which one would you recommend?
Well,
Which is
this
That
metal
would have been
spore is
great.
It would
actually
have been really funny.
really nice. Do you want to try some?
Yeah, I'll try some.
And I give him a little pinch of the metal spore.
Well, roll a Constitution save.
Not too bad. 18.
Okay. these are like very, very low Constitution saves because they aren't like hugely detrimental either way. Let's see. 6. Another fucking 1. I can never roll nicely on these effects. I always seem to roll like fucking 1. But yeah, same as you. You get this like it's a light hail taste to the tobacco. And as you smoke it, you get the same kind of sleepy, heavy feeling in your limbs. And your skin almost seems like somewhat greyish. And as you kind of like move your joints, it's not unpleasant or painful in any way. And the kind of effect from the tobacco makes it very easy to handle, surprisingly. But you kind of almost feel like your joints kind of grinding a little bit, and yeah, for the next hour you also have the benefits of stone skin.
Nice.
This is good.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Want some wine?
So what one's that?
It's normal wine.
Just normal?
Yeah.
Got-
In the meantime, I've got the alchemy jug out on wine.
Doesn't produce matters.
Just now.
Are we all, Robin, are we all going to the lounge together?
I mean, if you want to be, yeah.
Like,
I take out
So
the
that's
night.
part.
I take out the night wine. I've got like two shots left of it.
Oh boy, exciting.
Last 2 shots.
I
What
need to
one?
pull up my fucking thing. Who's having the
Me
Oh
and
boy,
Chris, last
okay.
ones.
right? So I like Constitution saving throw from you both.
That's cool. Oh, that isn't good.
that is a 12.
That is 25.
Okay, so you're quite accustomed to this.
Yeah.
You've necked
Like
most
you've
of
been
this bottle
blind
yourself.
I've been blind once. That's
Yeah,
it.
you've necked most of this bottle yourself, so you're pretty accustomed to it. I think Falcha, this is like your first time trying it.
It is, yeah.
Oh, nice actually. For the next 3 hours, you gain the benefit of detect magic.
Oh,
nice.
damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why
It's
so
only
low?
D4. Falchion, however.
Oh.
Shy on this.
Falchion, however,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even fucking notice it.
I
He was
was
blind.
blind.
You're not blinded because you didn't fail by enough.
But
But for the next, let's see.
Everything
Where's
is
my
perfect.
D10?
86 days.
Oh
You
my God.
know.
For the next 8 hours, you have disadvantage on all sight-based attack rolls, ability checks for the next 8 hours.
Oh boy.
As there's just this like it's not him that's glowing. It's almost like an aurora over your like overlapping everything, and it's incredibly distracting.
So, like,
Makes it
you're
hard to
Right,
like
okay.
pay attention to anything. Like as
So it's
as
like
the,
when you're driving and all the headlights look like blurred lines. 'cause
yeah,
you've
yeah,
got
yeah,
astigmatism.
yeah, kind of like
all the
that. But like as the bottle was poured, it looks like black ink. But then as it's poured and it hits
black.
it hits the air, there's this aurora of like colours within the inkiness of it, and it's almost like you're seeing that aurora overlap your eyesight. You need to actually fail it by 5 or more
Yeah.
for you
For it
to
to
go
go
blind.
blind.
Yeah, I got
So you did not fail it by 5 or more. So there's 2 different final conditions for that one.
So I like this. It's a nice day today.
Yeah. Can't see anything, feeling sleepy and heavy. What a nice way to end the day.
Can I look around the room and see if
Never
anything like magical looks like out of place?
There's a glowing magical aura around the fireplace, which is kind of to be expected in an establishment like this. You'd notice that there's around like the edges of the room, there's a bit of enchantment. Let me have a quick check. What type of enchantment? Because you fucking get to know that, don't you? Taking magic things. You'd get a bit of transmutation energy from other borders around the floor, kind of like scribbled into like the skating boards, like in the corners.
Protection.
That would be abjuration.
Abjuration, yeah.
I know that much. I can kind of basically tell you, but it's always hard kind of knowing which one does what.
Yeah.
So,
It was just say it like that on magic, that's fine.
yeah,
I
pretty
get
much. If you want to, you can roll Arcana with Wisdom instead of Intelligence.
Yes, please, because my intelligence is a flat roll.
When I do that, it's basically because you're a spellcaster, you cast with Wisdom.
8.
Nice. It sure is fucking magic.
Yes.
Definitely
Yeah.
glad.
So yeah, when I ask for things like that, like again, doing the Arcana but using Wisdom instead of Intelligence, because you use your magic through Wisdom, so it makes more sense. If I was asking Nigel to do an Arcana check, I'd allow him to use either Intelligence or Charisma. And it only really matters necessarily if you're proficient with the skill.
Yeah.
But that's why I'll ask for like a variant on that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, you'd notice things like that, and then there is as you if you're kind of like nosing around, you'd see like, I guess because it lasts for a while, I guess as you're heading off, you'd notice something kind of glowing and magical behind like a wooden behind the bar, behind one of the like a wooden
Slap.
like a wooden, like something tucked away, and guessing by the size of it, it's probably some sort of weapon.
Yeah, I'm like, don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
Time for bed.
It's a great axe, just like...
This gun.
It very well could be a magical gun, you don't know. They do exist.
Never has to reload.
Oh god, yeah.
That would be filthy.
Infinite ammo cheat.
Yeah.
Wearing your bandana.
Yeah. On the till, there's a magic that's just the mother load cheat.
Enter the Konami code.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's nothing else any of you want to do for the day, you get your second night's rest.
Chill day.
Nice chill day. You have things to do overnight? Nice. What's Lyle to? What is Lyle's shenaniganing? Shenaniganing.
Three things.
Are you going to use your
Boy.
jeweler's tools to figure out how much that gem's worth?
That's one of the things.
Yeah.
So,
Once Brownlee's asleep, because she's got to go to sleep early to get her 9 hours of beauty rest. Kayla's in, face mask on, stuck up in the bed jacket, on shoe.
Only 9 hours.
Snork me me me.
Watch her snort like a chainsaw.
Yeah.
You know, she's like a broken tractor.
And Mira wouldn't notice whether or not she was awake, so.
Oh no.
taking 4 hours
Oh, okay.
first, then.
Yeah, okay,
So,
fair enough.
when I wake up, I thought it's going to be well asleep.
Yeah. Good point.
Mirrors in the corner. Like, hi. It's like,
Fancy yeah.
I'm taking a put exhaustion for this, you bastard.
I'm still wanting.
Yeah.
as she stares into the wrong corner.
Yeah.
She's your face in the wall!
She's staring at the cloaks on the hooks on the back of the
It's
door.
like, I'm watching.
I finally
Shadows shifting in the night. She's like,
Come on, everything. I finally got you, you bastard.
So, want to split.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
One, like, valve the general.
Okay. We'll do that one first, I guess, because that's a nice, easy one to do. It would be intelligence, and you haven't got proficiency with your tools yet, so it'd just be an intelligence check.
well,
That would be a 40.
14.
What's this, the
Okay.
gem?
Looking them over, there's a good collection of them, and they all seem pretty nice. None of them are worth particularly much individually. Like, there's none that are worth. They're all like around about 50 gold's worth each, you'd guess. But there is 12 of them in the bag, so it's about 600 gold.
Hey,
Yeah,
not
so
bad.
you guess. at your
Give or take.
your beginner's evaluation, it's about 600 gold worth.
You
of
take them on the
gems.
Antiques Roadshow. These are the family.
I'm glad we left them in the bag where the thieves were going to collect them.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I.
You do your lighting with Speckle, and
What are you teaching them?
Fetch.
you'll find out.
Yeah.
Everything.
Roll over. Play dead.
The secrets of
Intimidation.
the underworld.
Yeah.
So, the last thing I
Thief.
want to leave it till
He already knows that.
Find Gem.
No, Gem. Not Jim.
Snack.
get Speckle involved in it as well.
Okay. Okay.
As we get towards the end of the 8 hours, I'm going to pick a lot to their rooms.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm instructing Speckle to go this. I like sit by Fudge. And as I can sort of stop Fudge come away, I'm going to cast darkness
Okay.
on something that Falchion as well.
Okay.
So no matter where he goes, it goes with.
Okay. Let me look up.
I sleep in the nude.
Yeah, the Buffeton. Yeah.
You're too posh to sleep in it.
Yeah, that's true.
I sleep in the nothing but fancy.
Okay. So it doesn't attach to a thing. It's magical darkness from a point you choose. So it's a 15-foot radius sphere though, so you would pretty much fill the room if you set it in the middle of the room.
Danger.
For fun.
Alright.
For shits and
For
giggles.
shenanigans. Oh, right now. If you
Cast down a point.
from the object and moves with it. Alright. Okay. So
Someone's back and they're constantly walking down. It's like, what the fuck's this?
yeah, okay.
Why is the sun
I'd say
came
what is something that Falchion would always be wearing? Because I imagine he's not in his armor or anything like that.
No,
in a
wouldn't
nice
see him in
night.
armour.
Yeah.
His scales.
not in a nice place like this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, does he have? I don't know. He's a noble, so he would have like a signet ring.
I was going to say I've got my signet ring.
So if that is something that, and Lael's got pretty good passive perception, so if she's
You would have
noticed
seen it before. I've used it when we've been talking like to
Yeah.
diplomats and stuff.
yeah, and
literally
it's not like you
best.
hide it.
No, it's always on.
So that is something that you would have noticed that Falchion is always wearing. So Falchion, so yeah, do you go in through the front door, or do you go in through the
Go
bathroom?
through the
door?
bathroom.
Nice. Okay. So like you creep off to the bathroom as dawn's beginning to rise, and you quietly roll just for funsies. Roll a lockpick.
Is that a one?
Oh, yes.
It's a one.
In
It's a
it.
one.
Yes.
But what's the total?
Fuck you.
96.
It's not a particularly high check.
12.
12.
That's so good.
Plus 11, dude.
12 was the DC I had
So I couldn't fail.
in mind. It's a bathroom door.
Make it a 12.
you know?
Make it a 12.
It's a 13 something. So you manage to, like, you're not paying too much attention, you know. You're more kind of like stifling giggles to yourself with the thought of this fun stuff, shenanigans, and you're like, hey Speckles, let's go do some fucking shenanigans. But Speckles is like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let me try.
And so you pick the lock, you're not focused on it, and you do nearly kind of like snag your thieves tools, but just barely manage to make sure that the lock's picked, open it ever so slightly, and just enough for an invisible Speckles to slide through before you close it again and peer in through the little keyhole. And the second you notice Falchion beginning to stare, Speckles reaches out and you cast through Speckles your innate ability to cast darkness. And Falchion, you are awakened to the deepest, darkest night you've ever seen. Like, you know, you've got dark vision. You're used to seeing even at night. You know, thanks to your runic magic, you've been given a blessed gift of night vision. And even before you, like, even on like nights when you were a kid, and it was like, you know, in the big house alone in the darkness, it was not as deep or as dark as this. It's absolutely black. It's like you're fucking blind. You can't even look down and see yourself. It is that dark.
I wake up. I Bob.
Yeah.
The lads are woken up to
What can I say?
to complete darkness.
Yeah.
Are they in the dark as well?
They are.
I can't-
It's a big
I was like expecting to be
What's that?
blindfolded. What's going on?
Miguel, can you see?
No!
I can't see. What the fuck was in that one?
It's just fine.
Next door. Keep it down!
Yeah, you guys could probably well, maybe not Mira, but
I'm clambering about trying to like feel the
yeah.
trip over the glass.
Trip over Falcon's tail.
Yes. Yeah. Someone steps on your tail. There's something in the darkness is grabbing you. It's got claws.
At this point, make spells are probably just in this down.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, you'd hear Lyle kind of wheezing in the bathroom and commotion coming from the lads' room.
What?
Lyle can't even speak. She's laughing so hard. There's just, you're greeted, like, it doesn't reach all the way to the bathroom door, but it's close, and there's just a fucking wall of black in front of
Screaming.
I'm screaming from the
I can't find the door.
I'll kick the door in.
the doors are locked.
I'll kick it anyway.
Yeah, you can do.
I just got woken up.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Where's Jim?
The door, which unfortunately pulls inwards, is kicked off the hinges. And you three hear a bang as a door is.
What was that? Right across the door. Get ready.
And I'm fishing around for his sword.
What's happening?
So you go into
Roll me a
the
dex check. Why not? Why
Let's
not?
go. Let's go.
No, that's a 5. That's a 1.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
You're fumbling, you're grabbing for your
That's
things,
a
and you just
23.
can't find your sword.
Can I pick up a chair?
You can sit, and that's what the next check you grab. You can't find a chair. You got like your end table.
No way.
Yeah, and you just hear assorted shouts of
As I've jumped out of bed, I've flung my blanket and Jim was like resting. I got catapulted.
yeah.
Jim's gone.
Jim's like,
absolutely.
Yeah, you probably
Jim's
see
hanging off
you
his
fly out of the darkness.
Have to cat.
Roll a dex check.
Danger then?
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Jim is a danger.
Nice. 20.
Nice. Easily enough as Jim comes.
Look at Jim.
He's frantic.
He's just been woken up.
On the shoulder.
He settles down.
He literally
I will eat you.
But it takes a twist.
I enjoyed that spice weasel yesterday.
I put up a seat in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Joke and just go
Lyle's just like leaning against the bath, just kind of
Do
wheezing
you
away.
want to place a bet who comes out first?
It will be fashion.
I rolled a 23 deck, so can I sort of like...
You managed to find your
More.
things, and you managed to like get your new kalimba. You managed to get your kit. Still kind of like in your old man old man pajamas,
Yes,
you know, with the
my
butt
wee
flap.
winky
Yeah.
night house.
Yeah. Yeah. The butt flap is down.
Just like asleep.
Don't eat your buns in the night.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I'd say you managed to get your things. You managed to kind of like feel around and find like your bearings even in this like pitch darkness. And after a moment of fumbling and yelling, you do manage to tumble out of the darkness.
Into the bathroom.
No. There's like a couple of feet.
Into
From-
like the other side of the bathroom then.
No. Like there's a couple of feet left of the room that isn't
Oh, okay.
enshrouded by Falchion. Because it's centered on Falchion. It's centered on Falchion.
I managed to make my way out and then I had into
So
the
you
bathroom.
see the door on the floor, kind of like half into
Completely
the
randomly,
darkness.
I stagger in the direction of the door and envelop Miguel once again.
Yeah, you get a brief glance, and as the others are fumbling around, you're once again
Like
back
I see
into
the
the
direction
darkness.
need to move in now, I guess, so I
Yeah.
just keep moving that direction.
You do kind of like
I've seen sniggering Lyle, and I'm like, why are you
Yeah.
here?
yeah.
Like
Mira's
that
just
kid.
kind of sat watching with the door broken in.
Miguel, bar.
Yeah.
Right, stop moving.
No.
Right, Miguel, say something.
I've managed to make my way out
Right,
of the
okay, so
darkness.
Miguel's in that
Walk
vague
towards
direction.
the
Bar,
bathroom.
say something.
Something.
He's over here somewhere. Alright. Miguel, can you see anything?
I can now,
No,
yes.
you can't because Falchion moved forward.
I'll move towards the bathroom again because I've got looked
yeah.
at where I needed to move towards.
Yeah, you're moving towards it, but it's difficult, and you keep like banging your shins on various bits of furniture. Like there's a desk and things.
There's now a broken door on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll a dex check at disadvantage. Because you can't see shit.
That'll be a 8.
You stub the fuck out of your way toe.
Oh.
On the door, that's on the floor.
I heard him scream
Yeah,
in pain and I
yeah,
moved towards the sound.
This is just making me laugh here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can probably, well, now that you've kind of calmed down a bit, you can hear Lyle absolutely howling.
Lyle?
I think it's Lyle's fault.
What's
I got
Lyle doing
licked
here?
for laughing.
Lyle, what did you do?
Your mother last night?
My mother's dead, you fool.
Yeah.
No.
That's usually my line. And yeah, Miguel does manage to like sprawl out into the bathroom, the joint bathroom, half landing over Mira, who's kind of sat there watching the dark orb slowly shuffle closer. Lyle's kind of like leaning on the bathtub, trying not to be sick from laughing so hard.
Sounds like, well, we didn't place money on Miguel to come off first, that's first. So, come on, you. Drag him up by his hand.
Yeah.
Miguel,
You're free!
can you see? Did you find your way out?
You're
It's off.
I don't know.
I'm fuming, so
I heard him say that and I stopped moving. I found the doorway to the bathroom.
The darkness starts coming
I found the doorway to the bathroom and I made my way into the
Bramley's
bathroom.
room. We've run into Bramley's room.
I see dots like approach, stay where I am, and
Nice.
just time
Yeah.
when Falch
Okay.
leaves the room to drop.
Nice. So yeah, because you can see through your own darkness, can't you? Can you not?
No, you get completely blind.
I
right?
just have to sort of.
Ah.
I have a rough idea.
That's right. There's an invocation for that for warlocks,
Yeah,
isn't
there
there?
is. You see from magical darkness.
Yeah. It's like witch's sight or devil's sight or something like
Which is
that.
like,
I'm going to enter the
Yeah.
bathroom.
As you roll me a perception check.
12.
12. It's good enough. Falchion's not being subtle about it. He's very loud
I'm
and
clambering
clanky.
about and knocking things over.
And you hear him kind of like
Full-
as
full of Bristol
he
stitching
as he
across the
waxes dragon beans into the door on the
Ah!
floor. And so you manage to drop it as he kind of like grabs for the edges of the bathroom. Like you manage to find the doorway as you kind of climb over the door. The floor hazard.
That was kicked out.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I just put outside the darkness.
Yeah, at this point, as
it drops.
Falchion shuffles forwards, and then you're like out of it for a couple of seconds before it just drops completely.
When it drops, I'm going up to Falchion. I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll say roll an attack roll with advantage because it's a fucking surprise attack.
What's my armor since I'm not actually wearing my armor?
It's whatever it is plus your dexterity.
So it's temple stacks.
Temple stacks.
Yeah.
Temple stacks.
Temple stacks.
Sounds so.
I got 19.
That's it.
Oh boy,
Think
yeah.
that's it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Roll. It's just one plus
One
strength.
damage plus
Yeah.
strength, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's 4 damage.
Oh no. 4. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog, you barely have a chance to like gather your surroundings.
like the darkness comes down, it's just a
and
fist.
yeah, pretty much, and bang, right in the face.
Ow.
A red fist of justice.
Justice.
What the fuck, mate?
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. You woke me up. Be thankful you hadn't done anything more.
Excuse me? I'm not the one who put me in a fucking
Shame for that.
darkness. I am not the one who put me in a fucking dark bubble.
Why make so much noise about it?
Have you ever woken up in a dark bubble?
I can barely see as it is.
My life is a dark bubble.
You spent that very much.
It's
Ah.
orientating.
It's thankful we're going home today, or leaving today at the very least.
Yeah.
Especially about the damage of course.
I stand up. I'm pretty much entirely naked apart from a loincloth around me.
Naked!
Yeah.
Far sleeps in his underwear.
Oh god.
Well, so the it's more like you're the
Suppose it's the dwarven thing.
underwear.
What does Falchion sleep in?
Yeah.
Silk pajamas.
Yeah. I walk over. So, Leo cast the
How
magic
did you know?
Hey, you don't know that. I don't think you've
No.
actually ever seen Lyle cast Darkness.
No.
No, yeah.
No,
I
it's
know,
no,
I
no,
know.
no.
I know that Bard definitely hasn't. I wasn't
No,
sure if
yeah.
like
No,
nobody
just
has.
one.
Because the one time I was
Full
going
night down and cap.
yeah,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Falchion walked over and spoke to the guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
No, if in
I-
case
I-
you're wondering, by the way, Falchion sleeps in a full nightgown and cap.
Full
Nice.
night.
So, I'll walk over. So,
yeah.
He's got one of those little candle holders.
Really winky.
any idea who actually cast it? Any idea who actually cast that spell? Any idea? Anyone? Anyone? Has anyone got any idea?
That's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
Hang on, what? What was the question?
Forget it.
Who cast the spell?
That's the one. Any idea?
I'm still reeling from the sucker punch that Mira just gave me.
My toesies hurt.
Yeah, I was being
Yeah, you've taken 1 point of toe damage.
Oh!
I know it's only.
So far I've hit Falchion, I've hit Mill.
I know it's only.
Stop there.
To go on.
He was like,
Who else can I violence?
I know it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning, but I need a fucking drink. You already got me beard. Piss off.
it's like,
Emotional damage.
Oh no, it's in the,
Warhammer.
they're in the bracelet now, so it's...
Sword.
I'm just going to buy a H20.
Whoa, 20 H's.
20 high.
Just a bottle of hard.
Delicious.
Right.
I walk out the room.
You
Put your clothes on as I walk
go away.
Nice.
I'm taking a shower and I'm going to get dressed. Out. And I chew everyone out the bathroom.
Just let me get my toothbrush.
Fine. Right. And I start like running the water.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I get dressed.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward because now there's no way to close off the boys' dorm from the
Not my problem, not my fault, Mira.
My door's closed is fine, thank you so much.
Yeah, Mira's not going to be the one who's charged for that.
Oh, but she will be.
I walk down the stairs. Listen, there's been since the boys bathroom door got kicked open by someone. I don't know who it is.
Are you fucking
Yeah.
grass
But
those?
whoever did it, I'll pay for it.
Right.
I'll be in the grass.
No, it's right off the hinges.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Fucking hell. That'll be 5 gold.
There you go. And here's an extra 5 for a drop.
Appreciated.
Didn't even know there was extra.
He's a cleric. He's a good guy.
To be fair, I think the whole establishment heard the screaming.
Yeah. You probably were not quiet.
No, loud as hell. We wear the
Especially
alarm.
when you stub your pinky toes.
Well, they do.
Or scrape your toes against coals.
Stand on an upturned plug. That's the nasty one.
Stand in a field of D4s.
I just imagine you running barefoot. with your
That's
toes
sick.
On coals. Toes, soul leaves the body.
Oh.
I
Oh.
hope you like my kitschy house. There's a fucking Lego carpet.
Oh no.
It's all loose.
Oh.
Like a
no.
shag carpet made of Legos.
Oh.
So bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sensory nightmares.
Yeah.
anyway, barkeep, can I get how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6
Six of us.
breakfasts, please. Crafts on the bacon.
They're included, by the way.
Yeah, the breakfast is included.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Crafts on the bacon and just some bread.
Can do.
One's a vegetarian option.
I think while Tara's a vegetarian, I don't think Bramley is. I don't think so.
I thought she was.
She might be, but I don't think so.
She has a kill count, but I think she
She's
might be
kept
vegetarian.
bacon.
I've eaten curry goat and lentil soup.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
this, I
She's
don't
had
think
goat
is.
soup with Miguel.
The
So
best.
Oh shit.
Was it?
Tadpole soup as well.
it was what was it? It was goat, tadpole, and lentil, wasn't it?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
so
Yeah.
goat.
Yeah, not me
No,
at
it's
all.
soup. Yeah, no, she's not veggie.
Not veggie at all.
No, definitely not.
I just sit down and I wait for the food.
I'm sure you should
Just-
cooking for Tara.
Food, yeah. Food comes out fairly quickly, and you all manage to kind of dress and ready yourselves for the day, despite the annoyingly early hour, and get your breakfast.
I look at the party. So, what's yours? What's your breakfast?
That beard
I
that's going
think
again,
so.
it'll shave off again.
I take some.
Breakfast.
You can't stop
Does
it.
Falchion have a middle name?
Dragon beans.
Yeah.
Falchion Beans Drink Scale.
I think he does, but I can't remember what it
Is
is.
it? It's that.
I think it's something random like Tiberius.
Oh God, no.
Tiberius?
No!
It's now.
No!
It's canon now.
No! I uncannon it.
No, honestly, I don't know. I can't remember.
Like Maximilian or Mortimer.
Yeah,
Offhand.
Jeff.
Jeff.
Falchion Jeff Drakescale.
I'm sure.
That sounds
I'm
about
sure
right.
I've
No, honestly,
Wait,
I don't
was
know.
it like your grandfather's name or something like that?
Gravlax.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Some,
I'm sure it was that.
Yeah.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been.
I think
I
it
think
is,
so.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I haven't got like, a
Falchion
copy of the backstory.
Gravelax Drink Scale.
Isn't Gravelax percent?
Yes, it is type something. Gravelax.
Yeah,
I
that's
had some for my lunch today.
nice. Yum yums. So
Naming conventions. Well,
They are
all my
especially for
siblings and
gnomes.
myself are named after weaponry.
Yeah.
So.
For
What are you gonna do?
gnomes, it's like a class
I mean,
status
I'm
thing
actually
to have
named
as
after
many
just a
middle
dog.
names as possible.
yeah, that is true and real.
Yeah.
I know,
As many middle names as possible,
Typically
yeah.
in
You've
my
got about 15 of them.
typically
Oh,
in my
so weird.
settings, I try to have like the Genasi naming convention is to have names after various aspects of whatever their thing is. Like I had a Magma Genasi who was named after like a specific, like I was googling it because it was like a specific like name for like an underwater volcanic vent. So I had like a magma.
a flume.
Yeah, like there's a specific name for it, and so they had that name. One of my players was once a half wood elf, half water genasi named Lotus.
Nice.
So things like that. Like I try to kind of stick to In Sue's full, like in the backstory in the game that I'm playing where I'm Sue, one of the leaders of her druidic tribe was he's an Earth Genasi who's named after the like it's a specific type of mudslide that comes with like volcanic activity.
Oh,
So yeah. So I can't remember off the top. I'd need to go searching through fucking Discord to find it. But like I typically like to have naming conventions like that for my Genasis. For wood elves, they're named after the type of tree that they have features of. Because wood elves in my setting they have
What?
like hemlock, but yeah. His name was originally Hemlock because he was a PC of mine. And I never got to use him, but I really liked his art. So he was actually a hemlock tree, and I changed it to be like
That's
elf
Miggle's
name.
full name.
Yeah.
Miggle
Yeah.
Rasta Pippobilius Stranich.
Nice.
Yeah, and a lot of tieflings and Asimov will have virtue names.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but that's often something that they choose later on in life. Like they're often given names and then they will choose their own later in life. Things like that for naming conventions of my settings.
I do actually have Wholesome's backstory typed up somewhere, so I will find out for you.
Oh, if you could
Pretty
send
sure
me
it was
that, I'm
Radalax.
gonna.
I thought I did.
Yeah.
I've
I've
read
definitely
it.
seen
I
it.
don't think I have it typed.
I'll send it to you.
But yeah, because I'll put it into my lore saver. Because
Yay.
I've got like a little I've got like
I've
a
read
little
it.
DM
Yeah,
Can we
section.
all put our things in there?
No, but I've got
Oh,
like a
you mean
private.
a personal?
Yeah, I've got like a private little DM section. So
Oh, that'd be great
if,
because if
'cause it's
if
easier to
if
reference.
we eventually bump into any more of my siblings or my dad even,
Yeah.
you'll have backstory.
What I might do actually tonight then is I'll give everyone in that server their own private role and I'll set up like a little backstory channel and you can just put in backstory stuff. And then again as well, if you ever have like questions or edits that you want to make or additions you want to make, we can chat through that in private on Discord because then no one else will be able to see that private little channel. That's what I usually do for my text games. I have like a private backstory channel for everyone. I also have like little private roleplay sections for shit like that.
Cool. That's good.
Little dual, whatever. Fucking, we need to sort out that fucking shelf.
Go on again.
Yeah, it's just starting to. That's how you can tell it's getting towards the end of the
'Cause it
session.
starts
when it starts to leave.
The sticky tape
but yeah,
start to fade.
yeah, I'll do that tonight.
That'll be good. It's a good
Yeah.
idea though.
Right. So you went up, down, left, right.
No, that's actually pretty spot on.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Right, I'll get my breakfast and bar.
Yeah. Yeah. Just fucking steal from it.
Just on the head.
Yeah. You woke me up? No.
Sorry.
By the face.
Just take his.
Yeah.
That was already
You
cheap.
you all get a good breakfast.
As we're sitting there, I'm just jumping in. I turn around and go, apart from whatever that was this morning, I've actually really enjoyed the last couple of days in this town.
It's been peaceful.
It's
been fun.
Especially
It's been emotional.
after some of the scrapes we've gotten into over the last few weeks, this has probably been the most relaxed we've been in a long time.
Little do we know we've been watched this entire time.
Yeah.
And as soon as we leave town, we're going to be ambushed.
As soon as you say that,
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me.
Stop
after laying around
smacking.
this.
Don't you smack!
Why not? It's funny. You don't know what I've got planned.
So,
I'm scared now.
where's the next stop then?
Bartlett's Village, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go and get our horse and car back.
Oh, let's finish up here and I'll have to go.
Pay our bills.
Oh, it's already paid.
Apologise for the door.
Already did.
Already
Yeah.
done.
Pause.
Breakfast is breakfast.
Shall we get a move on then, chaps?
Let's go and clear our rooms
Oh, you
and
said good.
Yeah, we'll pack.
Collect our stuff.
We'll
Bid
get our
off- bid
stuff
off
and we'll
farewell.
be on our merry little way.
yeah.
Good plan. Good
Just
plan.
just on the way, one pick. So someone can get like horse ration.
Yeah, you can.
Tesco.
Yeah, you can pick up. I don't know how much how much feed is.
Usually.
It's been 10 years.
It is probably somewhere in the.
Then again, 3 horses
Well, I
like
don't-
tree, so there's fresh meat.
I said that. So Pritzik's gonna have a field day.
See a low person coming in a way.
Tell
That's
you
the
what.
reason why I don't do the
Right.
Yeah. How many?
I was gutted for my mate. He
potions,
bet,
I
he
guess,
bet
you
on
would
Mr.
want to
Coffee.
get?
Oh.
And
Just
Mr.
gonna-
Coffee was literally winning
just gonna-
until the
yeah,
last
we
leg.
swear,
and
yeah.
then it was just-
Okay.
everyone got
I'd say that cost about 7 gold. Toss that all in the bag.
I think.
It is heavy. It will need to go in the bag. So
It's fine.
Hans.
I'll wait. Divvy
It's
up
a lot.
horses for everyone.
I'm sure Brad won't mind.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Bramley
No.
won't mind for a Hans.
Alright, number 10.
She'd do
Carefully
anything
selected.
for a Hans.
It was the name.
Alright.
It was the name. Came 14th, so it didn't die. Quite happy. All my horses tend to die, so I'm quite happy to live.
We were watching the race and you see the coming over and you think, oh my god,
I
those
feel
poor
bad
hedges.
then afterwards.
You know what I mean? They're getting ragged everywhere.
I feel sorry for the guy who made the hedges.
Yeah.
Like his work's just gone to shit.
Right out. So,
Although I did laugh because some fella apparently tried to glue himself to a horse or something. And I was literally sitting there and
that's just more squid.
one of the races just going, like,
God.
just stop the race. I was like, why? He goes, some fella glued himself to a horse. I went, start the race.
Just let them
And
take
he
off.
went, what? I said, yeah, I'll soon let go. I said, trust me, he's not getting over that first fence. Start the race. Let's show these dickhead activists how we do things in Liverpool.
The one thing
Isn't
that-
that like a form of cannibalism if you glue yourself to a horse? Just glues like 90% horse anyway.
Yeah, I guess. It's
The
just
one
horse,
thing that-
horse violence.
Yeah.
the one
Horse
thing,
wear horse
the
costume.
one thing I didn't understand though is with the snooker
The
event.
snooker, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I didn't understand. I mean,
Well,
so
yeah,
yeah,
the
but
powder and then the one
Because
next to
it's
it, someone
fast.
tried.
Yeah, that's exactly
It's
it.
got
isn't it?
not to do with Snoop.
And then yeah, the museum makes it.
Yeah, because they were protesting about
Snooker.
oil
Stop
and
oil.
gas. With,
Violence
Just
against
oil,
bulls.
wasn't it?
Well,
yeah.
just oil.
And then they were in the museum as well with the dinosaur.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
trying to go themselves to the
It's
dance.
like the
Fucking hell.
fact that Brooklyn
You know what? There's
Black
something to be said for
to
natural
the
selection.
everyday and
That's all I'm saying.
zip-tied himself to the golf.
He what?
Zipped on. Yeah, yeah, I remember
Right,
that.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Zip-tied himself to the golf.
So the
Fucking
goal-
hell, what an idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have said, right, first 20 people line up, penalty spot.
No.
Zip tied.
If you hit them in the balls, double the points. There's the only way to deal with people like
Yeah.
that.
If they want the attention,
If you want the attention, I will give you all the attention you do.
you may not like it, but you can
Yeah.
only get it.
Believe me, you
Shall
won't
we
want it.
set off on our journey?
I mean, if you really want to, you don't have to.
Yes.
We should.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
In the
Babble.
museum.
Babble
It's got
wizard.
left over things.
Yeah. Do you like
So
Babble?
the one with the woman was jumping over the barrier block and he dragged the back.
So,
She nearly bent in half.
See, if I saw someone trying to glue themselves to the road, I'd go over with a bucket of cement and make sure they finish the job. I would. I'd be like, go on, pull your hand out now.
Tarmac over it.
Yeah. They'd shit themselves when they get the steamroller.
It's a battle all over again.
fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Christopher Lloyd.
Oh dear. Dear. So, right, you get your things together, you grab a shitload of the Hans food, and speaking of horses, and you begin to head off. Becca, I believe you have not rolled a d20 for the travel yet.
Would you like me to?
If you want to, you don't have to. You can go to someone else.
Oh, is this from your table of fun?
Table of fun.
Excellent.
Go ahead,
Table of
Yo.
fun. That's a fucking 10.
Go ahead, Ben.
Nice.
Let's see.
Me.
It's better than my rolls.
I mean, to be fair, the number that you roll has absolutely
No
no
bearing.
bearing on what you'll get. Just travel charts. Here we are. All right. seems set off. You're given a bit of like you ask around a bit, get a bit of direction to maybe where there's been a village set up, and you're kind of given loose directions, like the general kind of travel this way so many days, and then head westward. You'll more or less land yourself on top of it. So the first day's travel, you'd actually goes pretty smoothly. The main point of interest after you'd see was a series of caravans heading towards the town.
Towards the town we just come from.
Yeah, towards Woodburn. And they look like they have all kinds of like various boxes and crates kind of stacked up and things like that. But nothing particularly visible or on show. And there's a good amount of you probably meet them towards like the evening time.
Do they look like a travelling band?
No, they don't.
We'll get them on
They
there
look
sometime.
like
We'll run them down.
merchants and sellswords
Okay.
who are protecting the merchants.
Fair enough.
Like a travelling caravan of merchants.
Yeah.
Oh, me Bran with the sword. Me
Uh,
Bran with the sword.
and they have there's 3 caravans or carts rather than like a closed-in caravan, and it looks looks to be kind of standard fare that you'd anticipate, and they ask has there been any trouble on the way. Seem fairly pleasant. And you've got like maybe another hour or 2 before you were gonna settle down for the night anyway when you pass them. But that's the only thing of interest that catches you through the day. Fairly peaceful day's travel. Right, now we're gonna start just going this way and just continuing to go like permanently clockwise, because last week it was a mad scramble for everyone who wanted to roll a d20. And I'll keep in mind who rolled the last d20, and we'll pick up from there going forwards.
Okay. What are we
Alright.
rolling for?
It's day's travel.
Flat rolls.
Yeah,
Who's gonna
just
start?
these are just day's travels.
Bart?
We'll start with Bar
Go.
because you're in that seat.
2.
2. All right.
We're in the back in the city.
Suddenly,
We're back in Highgate.
The number you roll does not indicate whether it's good or bad. I'm going to stress that now. You
It's
can
just a
roll a
random
1, you can
jar.
roll a 20. It's the same as any other number. It's what I have on my chart is going to let me know, because I've got a chart for like simple travel, difficult travel, like dangerous areas, and then I've got charts for various social encounters and other encounters. Danger encounters.
no, not the danger
Yeah,
ones.
danger encounters.
TPK counters.
So a 2.
Right,
Don't give them any ideas.
You
Doesn't
travel
need it.
for another half day before you kind of get to the point where you were told, head off in towards westward in towards the forest. And it's a fairly pleasant day, despite your arrival to the city being like drenched in rain and not nice. That seems to have cleared up, and while it is a bit brisk as it's getting towards the
I
latter half
handed
of the
everyone
harvest
their
phase.
waterproofs while we were
Yeah.
walking in the rain.
Yeah. As you're getting as it's getting towards like the latter half of the harvest phase, it's pretty mild as far as it goes, if a bit chilly, and you don't encounter any issues. Right, who would that'd be Mira now. Right,
Who?
just,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Who's rolling the next one?
10.
Mira. 10. Roll it again.
18.
Nice.
Eh.
Not nice.
When the DM laughs, it's never good.
You die.
Nice.
Roll a d6 for me.
How many dragons
Oh
you
boy.
3.
3.
3 dragons.
3 dragons. Do you think we could take 3 dragons at this level?
No.
No.
Maybe
Couldn't
not.
take
we
one.
couldn't take one.
But
Jim, on the other hand.
You can take all 6.
couldn't ancient dragon.
Adult dragon.
Young, yes.
Young.
Adult.
Newly hatched, maybe.
Okay.
I could talk to it.
So,
I'm ready for it.
you're
When
all
D20 is ready to roll for initiative.
Yeah, ready for it.
So, let me have a quick check on something.
Stop block.
How many?
Rocks full.
How many?
3 we die.
Well, shit.
Good fun, guys.
So.
You know the amount of cookies I had
This was
the
what I
other
think
day?
100
3.
That's how many hit points this thing's got.
Oh
When it finally attacks us.
So, as you are, as you're travelling, cutting through the forest, it's Lael and Bramley that kind of notice it first.
It.
Yeah, there's a faint smell of almost,
Sorry.
in a way, almost sulphurous something in the air. And yeah, I kill you all. Now, there's a faint smell of something sulphurous in the air that immediately kind of catches your attention, and just in general sets you on edge, and you call the party to like a stop for a moment. Roll perception for me.
All of us.
I'll yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Roll it.
15.
10.
16.
Oh my god.
22.
Nice.
What?
Nice.
I got a natural 19.
I should probably
Minus
Oh
one.
shit, you can see things.
Oh, I got a 16. That's a good too far.
Yeah.
Well, you roll for 19.
It's like
Well, this
it's like when
dice
you have
like shit, so I'm going back to my sharp dice.
like when you put menthol and you put a pistol out of your on
Bramley is a bit clueless as well because I rolled a 2.
Uh-oh.
Even with her pluses, it's still shit. So as you are, you got like a 22.
22.
What did you get?
20.
Do you
You
know
can
my
see through
cigar
time.
nibble?
So those of you who got I'd say those of you who got a 13 or more spot a person kind of perched in on a tree branch ahead of you, like maybe
Just off the road.
30. You're not on a road at the moment. You're cutting through the forest. Kind of just perched on a branch, watching out. You see they have ruddy red skin.
Red skin.
Yeah. Long kind of black hair that's been pulled into a series of braids that just kind of like hangs around their face. They are wearing armour and have let me find and they have a
One hit point.
yeah, they have 1 hit point.
We can see it from where we
They have 1
They have,
HP, but they have 86 AC.
a long curling tail that like loops loosely around the tree branch, and they're holding a spear kind of over their legs, and behind them you see they have large bat-like wings
Oh my god.
folded up behind them.
Sounds very cool.
Very, very cool. And she's just kind of sat, keeping an eye out on this, and focused kind of directly on this group as you approach. Those of you who got 20 or more.
Oh no!
Whisper time.
Whisper time. You need to get it out.
Yeah, I am definitely going to get into it because I say my mate says it's a really good.
He's my favourite author, standard.
Really?
Yeah, favourite author.
So which one does he recommend?
The Cosmere.
So
the
Cosmere is
Mistborn
everything.
Yeah,
Cosmere is
but
everything.
Mistborn is within the Cosmere.
Yeah.
So you want the Mistborn series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Sister's good.
Again, I also recommend the rest of this like yeah.
Well, I'll get through them all.
You
But
will. So you should get-
I'm going to start with the Mistborn.
If you got the audiobook, you get Michael Kramer as the narrator.
So,
Good, yeah.
And he's got such a deep
Oh,
baritone,
just
radio
crunched.
like voice.
Crunchy, I heard that.
You love it.
Stephen Fry-esque.
that was my whole shoulder.
Can we commence?
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
How we can
I've got the,
Good.
oh yes, there is no
the
uncommencing
Patrick
what I was about
King
to
Kelly
commence.
Chronicles. I've got the first two.
I look around alarmed. There's somebody coming behind us!
Well,
No, it does not.
let me, because as you're noticing this, the rest of you would see this woman hop down out of the tree ahead of you, like where you're walking.
Rude.
You see, kind of like,
Rude.
like wings kind of like flaring a little bit as she hops down, and she twirls the spear before kind of like taking a firmer grip on it. And she grins wide.
If I rub a
Sharp,
dice or
sharp teeth.
Hang on.
that's what I'm
And she's got like these unnervingly orange eyes. Like they look normal except for the irises, which are just like bright, like almost like firelight. And she gives a grin, a kind of like a half little bow.
Uh-oh.
We've been looking for you.
Oh, what? For us? I will alert someone behind us.
Also,
Someone coming behind us, guys.
One of us in particular.
What's going on?
One of you in particular.
What have I done?
Oh!
Cheeky little blood traitor.
Oh.
What have you done?
Mira.
Uh-oh.
What have you killed?
And she like has the
I don't have trouble from you
holds the
already.
spear over her shoulders, kind of like very kind of like loose and a little
I'm
bit
reaching for
swaying.
my sword and
I'm
reaching for my shield.
I'm
Have we met?
No,
Knocking it
no,
out.
we haven't. But we do like to keep a little eye out.
Then I don't know you. Good day.
You don't.
Good day.
As you go to walk away, I guess we'll roll initiative then.
Someone's going behind us, guys. I would like
Yeah,
to make
you're
that
aware
clear
of this.
that I'm announcing
uh,
someone's coming.
Oh, fuck.
Watch your
You're
back,
aware of them,
guys.
so any sneak
Well,
attacks they will not get on you guys.
I guess that counts as a roll.
Oh boy.
Actually, where's
Kind of rock.
me?
Where's me was?
It is.
Right, let's
Why would you
see.
just walk away?
I don't know.
Good day.
I don't know, you
filthy
shit,
blood
goodbye.
traitor.
Someone stand there with a spear saying shit to me. I don't know. Bye.
Yeah, that's
I'm surprised someone said shit to you in the speech. You don't just go, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You shiv me?
Span. Span about the glaive.
sorry, I need to find initiatives for these folks.
Done. Wait, stop.
Like that. Assassin treaty.
Mira, what's happening?
I'd love to tell you, but I don't. I don't know.
I'd love to tell you, but I won't. No. And then let's
secret
see,
dies with me.
these guys.
It's definitely an S on the end of the word.
Oh yeah. For sure.
For show. For show. For show.
Right, so who got a 20 plus?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I hope you roll for Bram.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Unfortunately for you.
With him, swan initiative.
Yeah.
She got two.
She didn't do the worst, but you know, there's only so much you can do. Right, who got 15 to 20?
17.
50.
Okay, so that'll be. That makes sense. 10 to 20. 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 10 then 15 for Lyle. Who got 15 to 10?
14.
14. Okay. So.
Let's put some music on over here.
Why are you a filthy blood tracer again, Mira?
Again.
No, this is the first
mean
time
again?
she's been a filthy blood tracer.
Lale's the filthy
Thanks
blood
for
tracer.
thanks for last one.
Listen,
Filthy blood.
We're a party of
you
blood.
weren't, no, you weren't a filthy blood traitor, you were just a traitor. Mira specifically is a filthy blood traitor.
Blood.
Yeah. More blood for the good God.
It's like
And then it was...
There we go.
Was it... who was 15 to 10? Miggle, what did you get?
14 for
Something
Nick.
from the 70s porno.
I'm 70s
Jeremy,
bonus. You what?
Many.
Miggle, Brian.
14 said it now. Now it's not so porno.
And then what did you get, Falchion?
4.
Oh, nice. Classic.
4.
You're just fucking bamboozled by what's going on.
I was asking Mira what was going on before she wandered off and
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a fight.
She's
Who
like,
knew?
no, fuck this, goodbye. Falchion's like, Right. Alright.
Did you get bar?
Oh no, what did you get, Bar?
What?
Don't worry, I don't need to
Dose.
scribble anything
Dose.
else.
You just added
Because
to the
it's at
bottom.
the bottom.
I'm dead last,
Sorry,
so.
there's like
Yeah,
a
plus
lot.
one is
There's a
six.
lot on this list.
That's where all good collectible.
Exactly.
Yeah. You need
Exactly.
to mop up.
I had to feel that's what it is.
You literally there to mop up. Yeah. Get a curtain you walk on,
Right.
mate. Be fair.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
but-
those guys. So first up is this bitch.
Let's have what the first 2 games are.
Weirdly enough, that's exactly what it
Exactly
was.
what it is. I can play it, so I reckon that's from the first note.
Alright, well,
Let's do this. Yeah.
that'd be really
Do you want me to put music on? You got it.
No, I'm on
Yeah. Cool.
Um,
Time to write my HP values down.
okay, let's see.
it. That'll do.
Right.
That's
So,
it.
Yeah.
So I
yeah. So, as you go to walk away,
What was the sulphur smell?
you guess it's
some
coming
death.
very strongly from
Behind.
the area. No, this woman as well. This entire area kind of
Stinky, thinky.
stinks of sulphurous
Rough.
things.
That's
Demons. Cambions.
Not demons. Distinctly not demons.
Devil.
Yes. Yeah, they fucking hate each other.
Yeah, it's not them.
Confuse them.
Yeah. Never confuse them, they will be incredibly insulted and kill you.
Well, they're fighting us anyway, so at this point,
One's infernal, the other's abyssal.
Yeah, true, yeah.
if they are devils, this is even better.
What you speak?
I speak. abyssal.
You should speak infernal
Yeah.
from being tiefling.
Yeah.
So you speak
yeah.
both.
Right, so.
Oh my god, just fucking confused.
Yeah.
Right. Right, so.
Infernal, abyssal.
Alright, so she immediately darts for you the second you go to run away, and she hits you for a 24 and a 21.
Yes.
As
Sorry, how close are we all at the moment?
you're all kind of been like loosely travelling together. I've got a map in the bag actually if we want to draw it a little bit.
My legs. We has half an hour.
Yeah, we've only got half an hour left, so you know what this will do.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
do half an hour, it's
Scribbles on
fine. Right, clean up.
Right, if you want to shove yourselves on there.
And look, we've already got a road.
Yeah, that'll do. So, go on, I'll be
Yeah.
front here.
There wasn't much of a.
I'll cheese. Lail, your next. Your back
I might need that in a minute.
Rams in the middle.
Let's go.
Bar.
Who are we missing?
There we go.
Mix.
Yeah, put the.
Right. So I'm gonna put the D12 as she runs up to Mira.
Where's Michael?
How you
Mason?
chat your
Where is
phone?
Mason?
No, genuinely, where's Michael?
I don't know.
Case.
Have we lost Miggle?
Oh, wait, this.
He's just very
He's
small.
weirdly attached to the.
Oh, is he attached to like some of the fluff?
Yeah, no, to the actual string. It's wrapped around his
Bloody Miggle.
Classic Miggle
Fucking
maneuver.
Miggle. There we go.
I
See.
take it the rhubarb and custard is this woman.
Yes.
Okay.
I will add the. Oh, I was gonna
Are we
have like
happy
the
where
red.
we are?
Yeah, I was gonna have the red side on the top because fiends and stuff.
We're in the back because we hear
Fiend
what's
hunting.
coming from the back.
Yeah, that's why I like picked out the rhubarb and custard collection.
Stone.
You want to put some of this also? You want to use it?
No, because I've got enough for my rhubarb and custards for these guys.
Let's fight things.
Yeah, that's enough.
Jump.
Right. Yeah, so she immediately like darts at Mira the second that Mira goes to I don't know, you could buy. She immediately like runs in like twirling the spear, like with as much ease as Mira has with her glaive. And she immediately kind of like she swings it round to like give like a big uppercut across you, and then aims to skewer it through your side. You manage to like dart out of the way so it doesn't like catch anything too dangerous, but it still does leave a heavy gash in your side. So let me find a fucking dice. There it is. Right. So you take from the first one. You take 12 points of piercing damage,
Yep.
and I need the number. There we go. And 5 points of fire damage reduced to 2, and then from the second hit, you take another 12 points of piercing damage,
Ouch.
and 4 points of fire damage reduced to 2.
Okay, so good.
All right. She's just kind of like immediately in your face, kind of like, just like grinning insanely.
What do you see?
Mira headbangs right into her face.
You said it's something you do.
Things.
You said it's something you do.
Yeah, Doom Eternal.
Right.
Good
And
PlayStation Plus. Now.
She
PlayStation Plus.
she hisses to you in Infernal,
Oh.
and she says, Mephistopheles will reward you nicely for bringing him the head of a
there we go.
traitor.
Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah, that checks out.
Is this to do with your evil rock?
No,
No.
this is actually the exact opposite of the evil rock, but still evil.
It's the lesser of two evils.
Or greater of two.
It's not that much less, obviously.
Depends on which way you look at it.
Yeah. And so none of the rest of you understand that because no one else speaks Infernal.
Yeah.
Just Mira. Right, that will bring us then
How
to
come we
Mira's
quietly?
turn.
Okie dokie. So,
And
I win.
Oh.
Bonus action rage,
of course.
obviously. I'll spend half my hit die to bring my arms out.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Only know four.
I've had so many hit dice and now I have none again.
No, I have no. I know 4.
Further.
I'll
Right.
bring my arms out. I'll take my glaive out of my bracelet.
Mhm. Nice. That's an action to remove. Nice.
I'm all going to use my my armor, extra arm attack.
Mm-hmm.
Stabby.
Yeah, go for it.
Actually, in lieu of that, instead, I will make it reckless still. But instead, can I make a hold the spear or glaive, and can I instead make a bite attack?
Yeah.
At her neck.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So as you see this woman just immediately like dart at Mira and starts slashing at her with her spear.
18.
let me pull up her sheet. If I can fucking find it. It's here somewhere. There it is. That does not hit.
Damn it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you go to like you lunge at her, she like whacks your jaw away with the blunt of the spear, and naughty. Right now it's these guys' turns. So right. Okay. So, from the almost like dropping down from the from where they've been tucked away in the branches, come these almost bird-like creatures. They have they're about the same size as Miggle and Brownlee. They're not big, but they also have these almost bat-like wings, but that are covered in like this almost layered like feathers, spines all over them, and up their arms you see there's these juts of spines. They have these long beak-like faces. And they all carry these small little forks with them, like pitchforks almost.
Evil seagulls.
Yeah, literally. And let's see.
Absolutely.
I can see three seagull.
And
Keep the chips up.
let's see, and there are 3 of
Give me
them.
the chips, no one gets
So
it.
I'll pop these
Leave the
guys.
chips.
Put one on Bar's side,
Oh,
and then 2 on this side.
Far side.
Yeah,
On
and
there.
they are they're staying back a little bit, but they're up in the trees.
Yeah.
So they're like 20 feet up,
Right.
something like that.
They what I heard.
What?
Were they what we heard?
No.
Don't come from the direction you heard it.
I didn't
It's an
think it.
indication too.
And they all like flick out their tails, and these spines immediately begin to almost like small little javelins at the party.
Ow.
Indeed. So let's see. We'll go 1 Miggle, 1 Bar, and 1 Falchion.
Yeah,
Oh no, wait, 2 on each of those.
2 Miggle, 2 Falchion, 2
Yeah.
Bar.
Yeah,
Two Bar.
they each get 2. As they flick their tail, like
Goes to
they
the
snap
flip
it back
over
and
course.
forth, and one flies off, and then on the recoil, another one flies after it. Like rapid fire javelins. They're like a
Me
foot
too.
long as well, like really
Massive
long
porcupines.
porcupine
Like
spines. Yeah, literally. So we'll do Bar first.
Like sewing needles.
So,
That's
about to be
a
penetrated by four.
17 and a 19 to hit.
17 doesn't hit, 19 does.
Alright, so you take. Where's my pointy?
Oh god. The number that Robin always asks for.
You take 2 points of piercing damage
Oh god.
and 3 points of fire damage reduced down to 1.
3 damage.
Yep. Next one is let's do Falchion because he's the next on the scroll.
Yep.
As I wiggle my head around. That's a natural 20 and a 12.
Of course.
Natural 20 and a 12.
Yeah.
I'm going to use one of my reaction
Mhm.
to pop out my wings. Which
Yeah, that
will,
won't avoid a natural 20.
will it not?
No,
That
natural
20's
20
not-
Oh,
always,
natural,
always
yeah,
hits.
of course
Yeah.
it does.
Will
Um,
In that
fiery
case,
do-
the natural 20 obviously hits, the 12 doesn't.
Fiery
Okay.
damage.
You
Not necessarily
take
fiery damage.
6
Bonus
points
to
of
tell
piercing
should be
damage
work
Ouch.
on that.
and
The tell should be not work on these.
8 points of
It would
fire
actually
reduced to
less
4.
damage.
So 10 altogether.
10 total from the crit. And
Tisk.
then 2 on Niggle.
It'd be like using fire against
That's another natural 20 and a 19 to hit.
Oh
So,
boy.
both of
You
those
roll
hit.
extremely well on every attack.
Sorry.
Mjolnir mix.
Good love Halo.
So the
Then
crit,
that just ripped.
the crit is
Halo 3. I'm fucking
8
God.
points of piercing damage and 10 points of
Yeah.
fire.
Okay.
And then the regular one is a 5 points of piercing and 5 points of fire, so another
Lovely.
10. So that's
So 28 damage.
28 damage.
Oh,
You got crit and then you got hit.
Ooh.
unlucky.
And he's not fire resistant, unlike most of you fucks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Can
fair.
I
Holy
use
pants.
Hellish Rebuke or would that not
Protect
be
the
useful on
gnome.
these guys?
Can.
I don't think it's going to be useful on these guys. is it?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh, Alacana.
That's
just
a
begins with an
13.
Okay. There's some sort of fiend. You're not exactly sure like of the nature of them, but they do seem to have like the sulphurous odor, the kind of
Flaming.
malformed features. Flames probably not
Yeah,
super
don't think
useful
so.
against
Okay.
fiends like this.
Fiendish.
Right, and now, the big guy.
Oh.
They get 60.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Was
Stupid big guy.
16. I'm the big dude.
the big dude.
Where the big dude dropped.
The big
I think
dude
I know
at the
exactly.
back of the party.
I think I know exactly where it's about to drop.
Yeah,
Right.
it's got big chains, we know that.
Big as in, like, large.
Oh shit.
So,
Whoever kills it eats that.
Yeah.
Got 20 minutes.
Okay.
You get the biscuit.
Come on, this. But I want.
right. So, stepping up behind the group, the rest of you start to hear this clanking of chains
Oh, fuck.
as a large, like a good like half a foot taller than Falchion, like broad and densely muscled, wrapped in layers on layers of chains, and you hear like dragging behind them. You see, like he's got kind of reddish brown skin, covered in like scars, like the small parts that you can see, but you can see upper arms and all the way down, wrapped in layers of chains, and you can see torso just
Yeah.
like layer again, loops and loops of chains, and behind them you see these numerous kind of chains that follow behind him, snagging and pulling on the ground as they have viciously barbed hooks
Oh no.
behind them.
Lovely.
And you see
Oh,
Why did you do this to us, mate?
Sorry for my perception.
You rolled a hard encounter, and this is one of the ones that I had on my list.
I know,
of
more
hard
for it.
encounters.
I love hard encounters.
Is this just randomised or is this literally to do with Mira's backstory?
It's to do with Mira's backstory, but it's randomised. Like there was a chance that you wouldn't get this one,
Right.
but when someone rolled a hard encounter and this was an option,
All
I
the
was
fun.
like,
It's great.
why not? This would be fun to throw at you guys. Plus, as well, we haven't really done
It's got
much
the
for
boss
Mira's
fight happens and the
backstory.
music starts.
Why not now? So yeah, you see almost snake-like. Some of the chains behind him begin to move on their own and rail around him as he has two hooked chains in his hand, and he is going to.
Attack me.
Yeah, kind of. No, actually, he is gonna go. He is gonna go for Lyle. He's also gonna go for Bramley. He doesn't need to move up that close.
He's gonna go.
Oh yeah, he's got snake whips. He doesn't need to.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that'll do. As he comes up out of the forest behind him, he does not have advantage on you because you heard him coming. Save for Miggle. He does, however, have advantage on Bradley. Who rolled like absolute cheeks, unfortunately. Right. So, oh yeah.
Without looking.
So he
Got a
is going to.
Zeus versus Kratos.
Let's see.
As soon as he had the horns, I was like, yeah, I'm with him. That's got a wall.
Yeah,
Gotta
He's
roll.
going to face
I thought it was after the
attack
snake change.
Lyle twice.
Oh, free.
He's going to go for
Such a
Lyle
good
twice as he whips the chains around and immediately kind of like brings them in and pulls tight
Yeah.
as the chains
Yeah.
begin to
I'm
lash at her.
closer. You only not going for me because you'll all be dead.
Squish, squish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's the one with range, so that's why he's going for her first because
this is
he can
still
grapple with
tactics,
these
so I don't
chains.
die.
Oh no! Oh no!
Grapple.
He can grapple with these chains, which is why he's going for the ranged person to keep her close.
Has Lyle been grappled? Oh, okay.
Not yet, but we'll see. That is a 25 to hit.
I'm gonna make you re-roll that and take the second result.
Okay. That is a 19 to hit, which does not hit.
Oh.
Oh no, you can't. You use your reaction, and
No,
it
I
hasn't been.
I didn't use my
Oh
reaction
right, yeah.
because it was a nat 20
Yeah, it
and I
was a
couldn't
nat
use
20.
it.
So yeah, reaction saved. Second attack on Lyle. Yeah. As Falchion sees this fucking giant fella up behind, immediately like begin to whip.
Nice. 90 does him.
Does it still
There's
hit
a
you?
meter.
I'm 80.
Oh, moody. Sorry, dude,
Is,
that's
wait,
right.
is that the that must be the last one that goes up to 20, I think. The last tier on your thing because it has an armor increase. Yeah.
Damn, dude, sorry.
It does still hit them, unfortunately, as Falchion like reaches out and you almost kind of like flick your sword out ready, and there's this almost like spark of runic magic that kind of pings the hook off in, for a second before it almost seems to come to life itself and wrap itself around Lyle. And the second one, that one does not hit with a natural 5.
Wow, low roll for Robin.
I know.
Incredible.
I roll low plenty of times.
Not in combat.
I do roll bad in combat. I've like, what was it? Christ, Peter missed like half of her attacks.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, we survived.
It's just that Miggle's got a bad AC. It's not as high as everyone else's, so it's
It could
easy.
be.
It could be.
When we
But
get
it's,
to-
I'm not
All day.
basing this on just mine, I'm just basing it in general, listening to all the other rolls instead.
Right, so for the first chain hit, you take 11 points of slashing damage, and you are grappled. You are now restrained.
Oh, that's the bad one.
Yeah, by the grapple.
Oh, yeah.
Catch.
As the second one goes to wrap around you, it almost seems like you manage to kind of like duck back, but in doing so, that first chain tightens around you and like pulls you in. Right now, the animated chains. Right, it's gonna go for.
This music is very fitting.
2 on Bramley, 2 on Bramley, no actually, 1 on Bramley, 2 on Falchion, 1 on Miggle. Because Falchion tried to redirect one of his attacks and doesn't like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So 1 on Bramley, because he hasn't seen what she can do yet. Oh fuck, even with advantage, that's... Fuck, what's Bramley's armor class?
48.
It's not.
18.
18? I did roll an 18 with advantage.
Yeah, she's got the shield
The
now,
shield,
so
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, which she doesn't actually have out at the moment.
17.
So, now, 16.
16.
That's too
Let me think.
How is it?
No, let me think. It's +1 dex, and it's a plus, was it +1 or +2?
Shield's +1.
Shield's not +1, it's just a collapsible shield. It's
Oh,
just a
okay.
mundane shield
Alright.
that can't collapse. But the breastplate she's wearing is +1 or +2, I think. I think it's +1 because I do remember she had like an even armor class.
Yeah.
So it would be 16 and then 18 with the shield. Yeah. So it does hit Bramley. She's not grappled because there is already a target grappled.
Good job, Lyle.
Right. You're saving Bramley. Bramley takes.
It's all careful. Keep Bramley alive.
Bramley takes 12 points of slashing damage. 2 against Falchion. We have an 18 to hit and a 26 to hit.
Second one hit.
Oh, goody.
Can you re-roll 26?
Yeah,
The hotel will pay me again.
nice.
Hey, money.
That would be a. I can do math. 24 to hit.
Well, give us self-advantage anyway.
Yeah, might as
still
well.
hits.
Try.
And Falchion takes 10 points of slashing damage
Ouch.
from the one that hit, and then 1 against Miggle, which is already.
Some rent robbing around.
Yeah, sound. That's 16 to hit Miggle.
Yes, I have the AC of 16. That is the number that you asked me for, and I remembered it.
Nice.
Good job, man.
It's the number that I was like, oh, where is it?
The dreaded numbers.
Not that number.
Stop asking me numbers. You take
It's
6
up the bottom.
You take 6 points. Yeah, you take a sharp slash up the arse for the 6 points. 6 points of cheek damage.
6 points.
We have a new
Yeah.
cheek now.
Anything else?
So
Yeah,
3
yeah,
full
yeah,
wounds.
2 ass cracks now.
Oh no, my bottom.
That's a
Is that it? I expected more.
Yeah, I rolled like absolute deaky bums. It's
Good.
I rolled 2 1s on my 2d6.
I'm still down to 25 HP.
Yeah,
Wank.
those
Not even
spines
had a
are
go.
not fun. But they only have a +2 to hit.
small hits.
Yeah, they're fodder. Right, that'll bring us to Lyle. You are now restrained.
Oh, such.
Uh-huh.
I can Misty Step
Oh,
Nice.
I like that. I like
into the
that.
tree line.
Okay. Yeah.
But need that so thing to attack you. So
You get 30 feet.
How far? I'm going to say
10, 15, 20, 25. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tap.
Which one are you attacking? Hair or?
Hair.
Okay.
22.
20?
20.
Yeah, it's
Got the number piece.
that number.
That's my raking back.
Okay. Right, let me pull up her thing.
a lot of dice.
We good?
There's a lot of ones.
How many ones?
There's a
He's
few ones.
fine.
There's a few ones. 3 ones, right?
Let's see. This guy is here. Sorry, I'm just making notes here
Yeah.
so I can keep it tabs. Hippie.
Shoot it in the face. Shoot her.
You got told?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were still
No,
doing
I was just doing that while you were doing that.
21 at 1 radiant.
Okay.
Don't know if the radiant makes any difference.
Doesn't seem to.
Well, what I'm asking.
Right. That brings us to Miguel.
Hello, I am Miguel.
Miguel is I.
I will, I think, cast the Thunderous Waves. I will cast it at a higher level.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to cast it at...
Fuck them up.
sorry?
Fuck them up.
I'll do the 3rd level then, I'll flip them up.
Okay. Need to put a note down.
Fun way.
Brownie has taken 12 damage so far.
Couple of that. And I will. I'll just reinforce some stuff from you. I will do a big old
Vroom.
clap.
Okay. Who are you clapping your cheeks at?
Your
I'll
face.
clap
Big
my
fella?
cheeks at the
Clap
big
those
fella,
cheeks.
please.
Alright. And what sort of save is it? It's
It
Constitution.
is a
I believe.
Constitution save. 15 foot cube originating from my location. Shoots outwards.
Oh, nice.
He is pushed 10 feet backwards if he fails to save.
Alright.
Flail goes in. Oh,
How much
Mr.
damage?
Mr. Step.
No, Lels are.
Right, Mr. Step.
That would be 22.
Well,
That's safe.
that sucks.
He still takes half damage.
Of course. That's a 2 and a 2.
4.
And a 4 and an 8.
You had that.
Sorry? I can't do numbers. I can't even remember what it was now.
16.
I can't remember what it was.
16 total.
16 total half.
Is 8 damage.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That is not worth doing a third level spell for at all.
Yeah. So as you clap your cheeks as your cheek is cleft in twain by one of his hooks, you turn around and slap your arse and you go, "If you want to take a bite, go for it!" And you cast shatter at him. And he just like you see him, like he braces up against it, crossing his arms up as the waves of magical force hit him.
Typical Dragon Ball Z defense.
Yeah. He
Just
does
like
skid
Garden's
back
face.
a couple of inches, but he doesn't seem
What's he gonna
too
power boost?
yoinkied by
Oh my
it.
god, his hair's turned yellow, bro.
Bramley's turn.
It's lightning around him.
What's scary?
Gosh, what will Bramley do first? She's not going to use. She's not going to use Ember because these seem to be.
Can I play my loot as a bonus action? Well, not my loot, my kalimba.
Yeah, if you want to.
Pling, pling, pling.
Could give you some heroism.
Oh no! Like you still cast the spell normally.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it counts as a bonus action, so it actually has some to use as a bonus action. Never mind,
I've got
onwards.
plenty of things to do as a bonus action. Heroism. Yeah, it is one action and it is concentration. And it is touch range as well. So, that will bring us to Bramley. She's very angry, and she's going to. This big guy's pretty scary. She's going to turn into Brawler. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
why
go.
not?
Let's go, Brawler.
Yeah. So she's turning into Brawlbear in front of the guys. That does take her action to do. But she's in his face, being a big growly bear. Yeah.
I need to get an Albert more.
Actually, before she does that, she's going to give Miggle. She's going to give Miggle a healing word
Nice.
at
Okay.
level 3 because she wants some temporary hit points for herself. That's literally the
But
only
they carry
reason
over
that-
to Brawler though.
They don't, but when she pops back into Bramley, she will still have
She
them.
will have them. Okay.
How much HP would that be?
I'm looking for a D4 right now. So Miggle gets 7 plus 5. You get I can do fucking math. 7 plus 5. You get 12 points of healing back from her healing word. As she uses a bonus action and then uses her action to transform into Brown Bear. Right, that'll bring us to Falchion.
Right. These things are up in the trees, aren't they? 20 feet.
Yep, they're up there.
So they're
Little
up here.
fox being annoying.
Right, little fucks. You can be annoying up there. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna help Mira.
Okay.
So hang on, I was there. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Yeah, you can. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the one.
And as a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna giant smite.
Okay. Myself.
I'm a chunk.
I'm going too far.
And I'm gonna attack. Step up.
Go for it.
Do I get advantage because it's
You do.
flanked?
You are flanking.
So first attack is a 22 to hit.
22 does hit, yeah.
Second attack. That's 16. I'm guessing that does hit.
No.
Right, so we get D6 extra because giant
Yeah,
smite.
you've hit.
I get a D8.
Yeah.
While you're up after this, so get your turn and in, and we'll pause there.
I've got an easy turn.
Okay, so
That's 14 slashing damage.
very nice.
I'm going to use my action surge and I'm going to do it again.
Hell yeah.
First attack does not hit with a. I'm guessing it doesn't hit with a 17.
No, does not hit.
22.
22 does hit. Very nice.
And that is a 12 damage slashing.
12 again, very nice.
So 14 and 12.
Lovely. Alright,
that is
it is your turn.
We're going over to Niggle,
Uh-huh.
casting Cure Wounds level 2.
Bradley's done some already.
Oh,
Yeah, Brownlee gave him a third level healing word.
okay.
And good to me.
He still looks. Hey.
Okay,
Still
cool. I go over to
57.
Mira. Cure Wounds level 2.
Yeah.
What?
Cure Wounds level 2.
Okay.
Okay, so 1, shit. 4 plus,
Your wisdom modifier.
yeah, so that is 7 HP. Cool. I roll shit. And then spiritual weapon against the big guy.
You can't.
Bonus action?
It is, but it's a spell.
Yeah,
You can't cast 2 spells.
Ah, fuck, okay. Then I'm done. There you go.
Alright, so yeah. You could have bonus action to get your spiritual weapon up and then use the cantrip.
Yeah.
But yeah. Righto guys, we'll continue there next week in the middle of battle.
Picture of the
And
fools.
yeah, thanks for hanging out with us,
Thanks,
internet.
dude.
It's
Okay.
just us. No one's popped in chat except my wife who
Your
just
wife
messaged.
did?
Yeah, but she messaged me privately. She didn't message in chat. I'm special.
My mum said I'm special.
My wife thinks I'm great.
Hey unicorn, eat tacos with me.
Right now, see you later, guys.
Pass you by. Yeah, listen.